Heed well, listeners, for this world is darkness and pain. From the ice-capped mountains of Jotunheim to the untamed steppes in all their wild splendor. From shrouded Ophir, where dark creatures perform darker rites, to civilized lands like Argus and Zamar, where humans seek diversions, while their petty rulers wage endless war upon one another. The Stygian blackness of night encroaches from all sides, but some there are who stand against it. For revenge, for power, for bloodlust, or for principle. They bring their steel against this world. Throk of the wild barbarians, Arven of the Shadar Kai, Daro the Faceless One, and Raylan, the Promised One, Herald of Zalios. Against all they survey, these four will prevail. Or they will perish.
Hello, and welcome to Shadows of Archonia. I am Steve Boshear, and I will be your dungeon master for the evening.
Hi, Steve Boshear.
Thank you.
Hello.
Let's go around and introduce ourselves, but not our characters. We'll get to that in a minute.
You first.
All right, I'm Kenny Johnson, and I'm here as a guest.
Known as in our chat.
Oh, Falorn Grimm.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, is it
Yes.
Falorn Grimm?
Yeah.
Falorn.
I'd say
Yeah.
Phalorn Grimm.
Yeah, that's
gosh.
like Falorn, yeah.
All right.
I do
I
not
am
say
Roz. I'm here again. Don't know what I'm playing, but I'm going to do it as good as I can.
As well as you can.
As good.
See, the character she's going to get has low
She
intelligence.
just blocked me. She just blocked me on Facebook right now.
It's like,
Carolyn, I also don't know what I'm playing. I am going to play it terribly.
I'm
Probably.
going to play gooder than her.
There you go.
I'm Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
All right. So,
An attempt was made.
we still have the credits document from the normal campaign up, and it just isn't valid. But we will be using this tonight. We use it a lot in our main campaign. This is the Dark Arts Player's Companion. It's a third-party 5th edition supplement by a Reddit user named JonoMan3000. This is a hard copy, but it's available as a free PDF. We had this printed out. And when I say we had this printed out, I mean Cody, Pretty Boy, printed this for us and
we
sent
love him
it.
for it.
It was our first gift from a fan.
Nice.
And now Cody's been on the show like 50 times, so I don't think he counts as a fan anymore. But
His family.
yeah,
He'll always be a
family.
fan in my heart.
check it out. JonoMan3000. He has a Patreon, he has a Discord, and he writes a lot of great content for 5th edition. If you saw our intro at the beginning of the stream, you'll have heard some music by J-Man at the YouTube channel OurMusicBox. He has posted and continues to post thousands of music tracks for free for the price of simply crediting him in whatever creative project you use it in. So go by there and give him a follow.
The voice you heard in the intro is by Alexander George M.S. We like him, and we like his voice, and we appreciate him.
That's right.
We would like to see more of him.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while, but his voice is in our stream every week. All of the digital artwork in the intro is by yours truly. I can be found on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram as Mighty Works Character Portraits. I have a lot of new art I should put up there, but or on ArtStation under my actual name, Steve Boshear. I do take commissions, so if you would like your character or your party rendered in my style, hit me up and let's talk.
We also have a Discord, and you should join it. Some
Why?
of us are active on it.
Some of us are.
Kenny's very active on it.
Kenny, he's on it all the time. He's not on the show all the time, but he's on the Discord daily.
A lot more active than I am.
Yeah.
Super more active than I
Discord
am.
bros.
I actually
There
just
you go. Sorry, I was looking at Carolyn. Sorry. It's all right.
I actually just muted the gameplay.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Well, there you go. So, you know, down below the video that you're watching, you'll find a link. You should click it.
Yep. Another
join
link
us.
you will find below the video you're watching, whether you are on Twitch watching us live or on YouTube watching us later, you will find a link to the opposite place below this video. If you're on Twitch, please go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you're on YouTube, please go follow us on Twitch. We are live every Friday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time, PM. We don't get up that early.
Well,
We do,
Some
but
of
not
us
for
do.
this.
Not for this. I would not be gaming with you guys at 8:30 in the morning. What if I
Imagine
did?
how that would
What
work.
would
Why not?
life
Let's
be?
do it.
What would life be if we played D&D at 8:30?
We could go like 5 hours.
Oh God, no. And then also we have a Monday night show. Mondays is Tales from the Backlog, where we all play remotely. And when I say we, I mean me, often Kenny, usually a lot of other people. We try out different games. We are in the middle of the Green Knight right now, which is 2 sessions. Following that, we are doing Tales from the Loop, which I think will be fun because it will be Tales from the Loop on Tales from the Backlog.
Nice.
Yes, so that's our Monday show, also at 8:30 p.m. So check us out on Twitch live Mondays and Friday nights. And if you can't check us out live, then go to YouTube. And if you're just really a hardcore bro, do both. Watch us live and then go watch the replay.
Or bro
definitely
Ed.
subscribe.
Definitely subscribe.
Please. Please.
All right, so tonight we have a little bit of a different type of game. This is an Archonia game. We are set in the world of Archonia. I have not told these players where or when in Archonia they are. What I have done is I've asked them each to build a character, not talk to each other about it, and oh, my alarm just went off. It's time for Shadows of Archonia, guys.
Hey.
Oh, why is
Your
my
alarm
alarm
is
10
late.
minutes late? I don't know what's going on there.
Better talk to that alarm.
So, yeah, everybody has built a character, but we are going to be rolling randomly to see who plays which character build. So here's what we're going to do. Kenny's 1, Roz is 2, Carolyn's 3, Matt is 4. We're going to...
Can't we
First-
do 1 here and go that way?
well, we're going to roll for initiative to see what order we go in.
Nice.
That's initiative with no modifier. Everybody
Okay.
just roll a d20. Whoever rolls highest goes first.
Should have grabbed the dice
Well-
earlier.
She wins. Don't even roll. Don't even bother.
What, you got 20?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, so did I!
what did you two get?
I
I'm
got
getting my
16.
dice. Sorry, I was too busy chatting earlier. 18, almost a 20.
Damn, I'm last.
You can roll in the drawer to
Sorry.
avoid.
I gave up
the,
too early.
The big
I was
loud
like,
roll.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to
You
be
have
doing
to
this
open
drawer.
it a little further to get the lid off. but-
Oh, gotcha. There's a lid there. Ah.
I'm definitely rolling in the drawer.
Technology.
Okay, so again, Roz, what was yours?
Mine was 16.
And Kenny?
18.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's going to be...
You got really high rolls. Like
You guys have
wish it
your
was
roll
real.
off.
But I
Have you
do
done
have
it
a
already?
16 dex.
Huh?
Have you
with
done your
a
roll
plus
off
2
already?
modifier,
No.
so
Okay.
I just like looking at our 220s.
Yeah.
We should build our own selves
What did you
I
get?
win.
and see what it is.
Oh, I thought you got
Things
an
like
8
that.
as well.
Hilarious.
I think
So
we should
funny.
totally
She
do
went.
that.
Okay, so it's going to go Carolyn, Matt, Kenny, Roz.
all right.
Hey.
So what does that mean?
That's the order in which you're going to roll to see what character sheet you get. If you roll your own number, or if you roll a number that has already been claimed, you're going
So
to
we have to
re-roll.
roll a d4?
Well, Carolyn's going to go. We're going to go in order. Carolyn, roll first. Roll a d4.
I don't know what my number was though.
3.
Your number is 3.
Okay. 1.
You got 1.
I got 1.
Congratulations, you have Kenny's build.
Hey.
It's probably mechanically the best one.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Matt,
2.
Oh, I'm playing
Congratulations.
my character.
you have Roz's build.
Hey.
Kenny,
All right. 4.
congratulations. You have Matt's build.
Oh no.
So I get the last one then.
And you get
You
this.
get my belt.
Oh yeah, a man after my own heart.
What is
I'm gonna
yours?
guess that yours is the one named Wyatt Derp.
Derp.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
cool.
So, Matt, remind me the name of your character.
My current,
The one you have in your hand.
Good luck pronouncing it.
sucks.
Just let me see it.
Suksa.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Suksa at Zeal.
The traditional name.
Traditional from who?
The UTN pureblood.
Is it the race I am?
Yes.
You are, I believe it's pronounced Yuan-Ti.
Yuan-Ti.
Kenny, what is yours called?
What?
Wyatt
Oh,
Derp.
Wyatt Derp. Damn it, Matt.
I don't know. I mean, mine.
You know what? I'm here for it.
Right.
That's a
Derpy
perfectly
derp
normal name for Archonia. What are you talking about?
Carolyn, can you...
Honestly,
is this spelled correctly?
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Wait.
Yes.
Okay. And then, Roz, remind me what you have. Urinan. Yeah, that's right.
I hit the
She named it
randomizer
after
button.
P.
I
That's
did.
good.
I hit the randomizer.
100% what I
You
thought.
named it Urinan.
I thought there was P involved.
And if you want to help the way I envisioned it, you always have to say go go
Hey,
gadgetin
me
whatever.
here.
And his tools are all attached to his body.
Who got the Night Stalker?
I haven't read it.
I think
yet.
Roz has it.
Is the Night Stalker? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh,
it's,
nice.
It's a subclass from that book.
All right.
I wanted
let's
to
look
see
it
the
up.
All right,
mechanics.
now please excuse us for the next 15 minutes. while we
Okay,
read
yeah,
our
while we
characters.
read all the Night Stalker. And
Holy
what?
Avenger.
I
wow.
thought about letting you guys do the character sheets before the intro, but I wanted it to be on camera.
No.
This is fun. No, it's like you gotta get that actual surprise, you know.
Yeah. So they're all reading now. If you're just joining us, our players here have each built a character and then rolled randomly to switch characters. So none of them have ever seen these sheets before, and they are going to be playing them.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Oh.
The
Where'd it
paper
go?
sheets, I don't
I think
understand.
Matt had it.
Okay, so basically he's like RoboCop
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
or RoboCop.
Depends
on your mood.
But the
Oh,
irony is
depends
he
on
has
how many
a
drinks you
homunculus who's actually
Here's
wiser
RoboCop.
than he is.
Let's put him.
Hey, we used this one last time.
Yeah.
Can I
Everyone
call
was a
him
warforged.
Gadgetin?
Imagine that.
Because as a child, that's how I would have pronounced
There you go.
that.
P-Bird.
Sure. It's your character now.
What are you calling him? Sorry.
Here's Wyatt Derp.
Gadgetin
Wyatt Derp.
instead of Gadgetin.
Nice.
And here is
I'm a furbolg.
Suksa.
I'm
Suksa.
Suksa. I'm never gonna say that right. Suksa. There, I said it right.
All right. So now,
I have the same spell twice. I have the innate and a warlock version of it.
now that we have
I
our
like my
characters,
homunculus.
why don't we go around again, just like we did when we introduced ourselves, and talk about your character's name, race, class, and subclass, starting with Kenny.
All right, so I'm Wyatt Derp, a furbolg paladin. My background is celebrity adventures, and then it cuts off.
Scion.
Scion. Okay, sorry.
You're
Celebrity
the
adventures, Scion.
child of a celebrity.
There we
adventurer.
go. And yeah, and let me see, was there a background? I don't know if you.
That was the back.
That-
yeah,
that is
that
it.
was
The one thing I pictured him was one lazy eye.
Okay.
And Roz.
I am Urinan, and I am an Archonia Ranger, Night Stalker with a far traveler background.
Ooh.
Kinda
Probably
cool.
because you can fly.
I can fly, so I go places.
It won't come up much tonight.
I have a lot of air miles saved up.
Carolyn.
I'm playing Gadgetin. Gadgetin.
Gadgetin.
Gadgetin!
Go Gadgetin.
So, Gadgetin. Told you I'm going to play this awfully.
That's the point.
Yeah, it's a Warforged Artificer.
All right.
Always fun.
So I guess I get to make things go boom.
Do you have a familiar?
I have a homunculus. It's a doge.
What kind of
Misspelled.
No.
Where do you find your subclass?
She speaks
on here?
mean.
Oh, gotcha. Got it.
Subclass? What do you mean?
I can't find my subclass on here.
Yeah, I also cannot find my subclass. I'm just
yeah.
an
You're a
artificer.
hexblade.
You're
Oh,
a
is that
hex,
what-
oh yeah,
okay.
you're a hexblade,
Okay.
and the UTN are the snake people. basically.
Yeah. And what about
Ooh,
Wyatt
I'm
Derp?
Yeah.
I'm Suksa, and I am a Hexblade Warlock.
All right.
Did you write a backstory or anything? Great.
She's the face of the.
She's the face of.
She's like super
Charisma-y.
charisma.
Oh yeah, what are my stats?
Dangerous snake charisma.
Better be a high charisma if you're
Oh,
a
I
warlock.
gotta talk people
Yeah.
down
Extremely
or
high.
up. Oh, you actually. Okay, never mind.
What?
No, yeah, nothing. I misread something.
All right.
And then what kind of paladin is Wyatt Derp? It doesn't say.
He is a well,
ask me,
the
I
bad
forgot.
guy one.
Oh no.
Oathbreaker?
Oathbreaker, thank you.
No.
He's an Oathbreaker, and here's the thing. Matt built him. I actually finished it off for him because he got busy, but
Right.
I went with Matt's idea. He is an axe-throwing paladin,
Okay.
which means when you throw the axe, you cannot divine smite.
Oh.
He did take the new fighting style from Tasha's, which allows you to have some cleric spells, including some cantrips.
Blessed Warrior. Got it. Yeah.
Yep,
See
and
it.
I chose the spells, so I sort of leaned into the fact that he's actually going to be using his spell slots for spells, unlike most paladins.
Right.
So a lot of damage dealing ones. I did find the one smite spell that doesn't require a melee attack, which is branding smite.
Right.
So it's the only one.
Nice.
All right.
I've never played a paladin.
Well, I am going to turn on our little room camera here. So these 4 tables that we see on the camera, let's go ahead and put the minis upon them.
One each? Oh, laying on them?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, you may have to stand them up just
Oh,
for
yeah.
size. I don't know.
No. I'm on the Hero Quest torture chamber. Oh, sorry.
Apparently,
Sorry.
now we know.
Roz, we need your girl.
Oh, sorry.
Or guy.
Let's see.
It's the burb.
Or bird.
They're on all.
I did not have a black Aarakocra. I know you meant it to be black, but
I didn't. If I had meant it to be black, I would have made a Kenku.
well, Kenku can't fly, so I assumed that you wanted a black Aarakocra because it's a Night Stalker. And also, every character you've ever built wears black, except for Orion, I know. She always says except for Orion when I say every character ever. All right, guys.
Do you have access to give us control of a character on D&D Beyond, or?
Yeah, if you use the link to go in and join, you can claim one instead of building a new one.
Okay. Well, I'm on my app on the phone.
I'm
And it
gonna
doesn't
go
give me the
claim
same.
Oh, on the app, no, you got to go through the website.
Yeah, got it. I'll go in.
So while you guys are boning up on your characters, I'll give you a little bit. You each sort of come to lying on a wooden surface. Some of you are shackled. It smells damp and musty and somewhat coppery, like perhaps blood has been spilled. As you come to yourselves, you realize gradually that none of you feels right exactly. Your bodies feel wrong. Like they're not what they should be.
I see where this is going.
Yeah.
The first thing you become aware of outside of yourselves and the table,
We were all once hamsters.
screaming.
Sorry.
Different vibe, different
Screaming
vibe.
hamsters.
That's pretty terrifying.
It is when you think about it.
If you've ever heard a hamster scream.
Opening your eyes, you see that you are locked into a stone room with a well-carved floor but roughly hewn walls carved out from the rock. And the door is barred. It is, in fact, a barred door, like a cage door.
Oh, not like
There's
the bards.
Singing door.
So we are in a stone room with a cage door. Off in the side of the room, this is last thing I was going to say, there is an odd-looking machine with lots of gears and tubes and vials attached to it. And there is a hose running from the machine to each of the 4 tables. What will you do?
I'm definitely going to start moving, feeling like how strong these shackles are.
You are not one of the ones who's shackled. Whoever is on the 2 flat tables are not shackled, and whoever is on the racks is shackled.
Oh wait, hold on a sec.
Can I listen very carefully?
You can clearly hear yelling and screaming and shouting.
Great. Where is that coming from again?
Not in our room.
Not in your room, that's correct.
Not my room, not my problem. All right.
Yeah, from outside the cage door, which is on that end as you look at it.
Beautiful. Well, then I get up
All right.
and I'm looking around.
Someone want to stand her up?
Look. I'm struggling against my shackles.
All right. Do you want to make a strength check to try and break them?
Yes, because
Or some other type of ability? By the way, none of you have any of your equipment on you.
All right.
And I don't yet know how not strong I am.
That's right. Yeah, you don't break it. And Uranon, as you stand up, it's really awkward. You know what your name is if you think about it, but you're kind of surprised to find out that you have wings, and the whole shape of your body it's like it's unfamiliar, like you're piloting something you've never used before.
Well, I try and get as familiar with my body as I can.
Yeah.
Like looking at it, taking it in as fast as I possibly can.
All right. You don't remember well enough to know if like anything's really wrong, or I mean the fact that you can't remember is wrong, but other than that.
I take in my environment as well as I can, these other individuals in the room.
You can see that they've woken up and that this one is trying to break out.
Is there any instruments I can get to? Anything that could break the shackles?
Roll perception.
What's the native language of a Yuan-Ti?
Probably Yuan-Ti.
Alright, it says I know Abyssal, Common, Draconic, Dwarvish, and Elvish.
That doesn't
I
matter. They all
got
speak Common.
21.
21? You actually see a ring of keys on a nail by the door.
All right, I grab it.
All right.
Hey,
Hey, I'm figuring it out.
Let me out.
Can I figure out what to use? I'm just trying these keys on ship.
Are you trying them on the shackles or on the door?
I'm gonna try them on the shackles really quick.
Yeah, it's not a lot of keys. You can pretty quickly figure out which key it is. Who are you unlocking?
The closest shackle person.
Closest to the door.
so me.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you. Who are you? What are we doing here?
You're an on?
You
Don't
are
know much else. Can I unlock the other shackle person?
still a little bit off camera. Yes.
Yeah.
Unlocking the other shackle person.
Who's that?
That's Wyatt.
Oh, yes.
My name's
What's
Wyatt.
up, Wyatt?
Wyatt Derp.
Wide derp, hello. Good to meet you.
Do you stand up?
Howdy.
Howdy.
Yeah, all of you are surprised by the other people's appearance, as well as your own. Everybody just looks so different.
Do I recognize, does somebody look more familiar
No,
than my own body?
not. It's hard to say.
All right.
You're not used to seeing your own body from outside.
Is this one okay? I'm gonna go over to you and like
Oh, I've been sitting
poke
up.
you. Oh, you're sitting up. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can unlock the room we're in.
The key to this room is not on the key ring that was inside the room.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna listen really careful at the door. Can I get any more information?
Yeah, some of the yelling and screaming has subsided. You do still hear a lot of like bestial gutters and growls.
Cool.
And there is a less shouty conversation somewhere close to the door of someone saying, "I told you it would all go wrong. The others are awake now too.
Cool.
If they break out like those, who knows what will happen to us."
All right. Well, I pull away from the door and check in with my comrades.
Cellmates.
Comrades.
Posse.
Posse.
Homies.
You guys are just immediately ride or die.
All right. Well, let's go.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's hard to see anyone in the same cell as an enemy.
This side of the table, hardcore. This side of the table, lone
Meh.
wolf.
Meh. Let's go.
And
I'm ready, bro.
Do we know what this mechanical contraption over
Yeah,
here?
what's this mechanical contraption right here?
You don't know. It's attached to the tables that you were on, and there's all sorts of unidentifiable fluids and tubes, and you just don't know.
Can I poke
can do
around
that.
at it to see if I know what it is or can figure out what it is?
Ah, roll an Arcana check.
what are you doing? Don't. You might break it.
Can I animal handle it? Like, shh.
Is the
8.
8? Oh man, this thing looks fancy.
I'm going to mess around with it.
You can tell how hard it was to build, but you don't know what it does.
I'm going to mess around with it.
Cool. Nothing happens.
No levers.
I mean, you can spin some gears.
Can you tell what that is? Do you know what's?
It's a machine.
I could see that.
You
but
should tell us something that's not true. Okay? And we'll think it's true.
It's a cat.
I do try and like.
Do
All
you
right.
even remember what a cat is? Like, how far gone is our memory?
You know what? Roll nature.
I'm rolling a nature. I'm rolling.
17. Oh wait, sorry. Plus
Ooh, I got a 9.
18.
17.
Okay, so Suksa and Wyatt Derp definitely know what a cat is.
That is not a cat.
Urinin is not sure.
I'm like going with them.
Yeah.
But I'm nodding like this. Like, yes, I know what they're talking about. It's not a cat.
Yeah, but this is definitely the kind of conversation where you guys are like, no, that's not what a cat is.
Yeah, no, that's how.
As though it's not obvious.
That's what I.
Yeah.
No,
that's
no,
the way
no.
I said it.
No. Cat. It stands for convoluted action
Anyway, so
technology.
let's go. I start walking towards the door. Anybody want to join me? Get the fuck out of here. Are there
Okay.
any weapons? Anything I can use as a weapon or pointy things?
I'm just gonna
No.
believe that.
There's the machine, there's the tables,
Loose
and there's the
rocks.
key ring.
Any loose legs? Of an of a
Any
table.
loose legs?
table?
Table legs.
Oh, the tables. I mean, no, they're not loose, but they
mean-
are just
Chains?
made of wood.
Her leg could be
Cords.
loose.
Okay, there's hoses coming from the machine going to the table. There are chains where the manacles were that are bolted to the table. The way they are attached is they go through the wood of the table and then they're bolted to the underside.
All right. Are the hose detachable?
I mean, they could maybe
Wait.
be ripped with a good strength
Let's
check.
slow down. Does anybody remember anything about how we got here?
I don't, but I don't like it.
No. Not really.
Can I
Okay, I'm not
roll,
the
can
only
I roll
one. All
for memory or whatever?
You're not gonna get anything. I'll just tell you. You're not. You could roll 21. You're not gonna get anything.
Then why are we here?
I don't know, but let's go fucking ask these assholes outside the door and figure it out.
There's assholes outside the door?
Yes, there is. Care to join me?
Everyone's got one.
I assume they each have one. Let's go rip them a new one. So they'll have 4.
All right.
How aware are we of our character's
1 plus 1 is
abilities?
4 now.
There's 2 outside.
You guys are fully able to use your abilities. You may not realize you have them until you're in the process of using them.
So I would think Wyatt Derp would sort of intuitively use his divine sense without maybe knowing that he's using it.
Sure, absolutely.
And see if he can sense any good or evil, specifically celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Remind me, does that one tell you exactly where they are? It tells you their location and their type, but not their identity.
It says
is that correct?
Yeah, it just says know the it says know the location of any, but it doesn't say.
Okay, I believe it also tells you the type, but not their
Yeah,
identity.
I don't
Okay,
have
I
the
remember
full-
the text of that is
Yeah.
like you would know there's an undead, but you wouldn't know it's Strahd von Zarevich.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I create a wolf.
What?
I can create a wolf.
Oh, you can create a wolf. Well, not without the appropriate spell components.
It's
look
not
that
a
spell
spell.
up. What's
It's
that?
part of my Night Stalker abilities.
Well, does that mean you get to cast it without components?
Yeah, part of my nature.
Does it say that?
Let's see. Let me read
Because
the
I'm
whole
pretty
thing.
sure it doesn't. That's
you
why I
can
keep asking.
conjure your shadow familiar. It appears in an unoccupied space.
Oh! It's that thing. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
were saying you had like a
No,
conjure
no.
animal spell.
But
Okay.
that is another thing. But this
Okay,
is my shadow familiar.
I see. Yes, you may do that. Do you
That's-
want to do that right now?
Impressive, but I don't know if that's going to help
Cool. Here he is.
get through cages.
He's my bud.
With the
Hey,
tentacles.
emotional support.
Your emotional support familiar.
My emotional support shadow.
It comes out looking like that too.
You're allowed to take them into dungeons with you.
He's not exactly a wolf. He's more
Yeah,
of a...
Yeti. No one.
I'm
more
a
of a
little
flying
surprised when he
crustacean.
appears. I
No one
think
helped.
because it's so second nature. So I'm like a little like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over to the bars and start examining them for weaknesses or like some way to get out.
Okay, before you do that, I would like everyone to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom, my
Let me test.
strongest.
Did I actually
stat.
detect anything with the divine sense or no?
Oh,
Wisdom
yes.
saving throw?
Ooh.
Well.
You detected... You looking for fiends, celestials,
Celestial,
aberrations, or undead?
It says you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet.
It doesn't say aberration?
No.
Oh.
So I detect nothing.
In that case,
Nice.
I could have sworn aberrations were one of them. But no, you detect no fiends.
Okay.
But you do get kind of a sense that you are in a desecrated place.
Ooh. Okay.
And there are no undead either.
Okay.
But it definitely feels like there probably have been.
Sorry. I have aberrations PHB. What does that mean?
Player's handbook.
So I have to.
Look in the player's handbook.
It's just a reference telling you to look up the player's handbook.
But
Yeah.
why is it listed on my sheet?
I
Does
don't
that
know.
mean
What does it
You
say
could just-
around it?
You could just D&D Beyond it or something, or Google.
Favorite enemy, so I always know where it's at.
Oh, they're your favorite enemy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That doesn't matter.
But I rolled a 16 on wisdom.
Oh yeah.
There aren't any aberrations here, so it doesn't matter that they're your favorite enemy.
Wisdom
I'm
saving
a
throw.
little disappointed, and I don't know why.
I'm assuming that doesn't pass.
Wisdom 3 does not pass. What did you say you rolled, Russ?
14?
All right. Carolyn?
16.
9.
All right, you two.
Oh dear. Oh, it's that thing.
Oh no.
Oh.
Am I allowed to look at it?
You are.
Oh, I don't
You will
trust
be reading it to
any
us.
of you guys.
Okay. All right. For a brief moment, you feel something move underneath your skin on your arm. And when you look down to see something move, and then it appears to burrow deeper.
Ugh.
All right.
Oh, eesh.
Yeah.
Hang on to that. If anyone gets 3, something fun's going to happen. What's
Uh-oh.
yours say?
Mine is referring to a hymn. Which hymn in this room is it?
Which one of you is male?
I don't
I'm
know.
not.
I'm assuming Wyatt Derp is male.
Okay, him.
Okay.
Machine?
Am I?
You're fairly certain you saw him die a few days ago. How is he still
do
walking
you tell
around
us it
when you
burned?
swear you burnt his body, or you buried his burnt remains?
This guy ought to be dead.
Yep.
You died,
Did I?
I think.
I'm not sure. Did I? On
And
account of
now it's
You guys, we can't hear you because of the whispering, but you are still mic'd.
That's fine.
We'll listen back to what you were saying.
We had
our
a
audience will know that we are wondering A, how to
I mean-
tell the gender of a bird, and B, what gender this bird is.
and I decided it doesn't matter.
Roll nature check.
I feel like the bird is able to determine its own gender, but nobody else can tell.
I have a strange confusion. This might be a bit more existential.
you might have to go to the bathroom for a minute. And
Yeah.
My gender isn't my genitals, guys.
Yeah.
I feel male.
Yeah.
Well, you said door. You're checking the door for weaknesses?
The door, yeah, the door and the bars. I'm just looking at the age of the metal and looking for like what kind of lock it is.
Well,
And
you
if
want to do
it's
some history on that door?
complicated.
Well, the door was
Perception.
first invented.
That's helpful.
Or was first invented.
How do I have +0 perception? Come on, guys. 12.
It's okay. You can. Blow
Sorry,
it
I was
out.
scratching the thing
Yeah,
underneath
yeah.
my arm.
Yeah.
So,
You just
Is
need to
that
be
like
able-
the thing for the rest of the game now?
yeah,
Like,
I just got
it's
itch.
constantly
You just need to
itching?
be able to
You're
charm
pretty
the
sure
fuck
like a couple of pretty strong people together could maybe break the lock on the door.
out. Cool. Let's go.
Are there any keys within sight outside of the door?
No. There are still lots of murmuring voices overlapping, sort of wah-wah coming from outside.
All right, guys. Before we do this, let's figure out our strategy. I noticed that.
Should we call the guards over? See where we're at? See what's up?
Be like, hey, what's going on?
That
Where's the
doesn't
nearest
seem very
Starbucks?
smart.
Well, at least we could, by looking at them, we'll at least kind of get an idea maybe of where we are. If we can recognize uniforms. I can't remember anything anyway. Doesn't matter.
In my experience, which I don't reflect, I don't feel very capable of talking to them. Do you want to talk to the guards?
I'm very. No, I don't want to.
Wow, that's a bummer.
Cool.
But I
That'll
will,
be
if
the
I have to.
dog over there scratching on the hardwood.
These bars don't look that strong though. Who do you? Are any of you guys fit? Do you feel like you guys can break out?
White Dirt says, "I'll be your Huckleberry," and he'll walk over and try and bend the bars.
That was the Doc Holliday line.
It's Derp. He's allowed to.
He's allowed to mess up the lines.
I was assuming all Tombstone quotes would be within acceptable. Despite being massively, muscled as a furbolg and being able to have a powerful build, I am assuming with an 8, you may not have great success.
No, what actually happens is you are unused to the shape and size of your body, and you bang your knuckles on the bars when you reach out to grab them, and then fall over.
You okay?
I meant to do that. Dust
The
yourself off.
sound
I'm gonna help you
of the sound of you apparently punching the cage door draws the attention of this guy. Who
Uh-oh.
comes
I'm gonna
down the
go
hall.
to help you up.
Yeah.
But then I'm gonna
Let's-
not help you up because I'm still.
Can we turn the
shitty.
camera towards the door there?
Yeah.
Pan,
You might have to. Yeah. There you
pan
go.
shot. Sorry.
There we go. So that guy's
Should let
outside
the actual
door.
cameraman
Door
handle
is
it.
here.
Yeah, bring him up because he's come running now.
Where? Okay.
He's gonna look in at you guys. All right, and he says, you're awake too.
Should we not be awake?
It's not that great for us.
I mean, if you let us out, maybe we can get a drink and talk this over.
I think I'm gonna not do that.
I mean, we don't mean you any harm. There's no reason for us to hurt you, is there?
Tell that to your friends.
We have friends.
Oh God.
Who are they? Where are they?
At this point, another guy comes running up.
I'm gonna come wandering over to the doors.
I'm gonna wander too and make my wings look a little bigger.
Quick
than
question. While we're talking,
Can you move me
do I
closer to the
notice
door?
either of them are carrying
Me
keys?
too.
Actually, the first guy that ran up has some keys on his belt.
I would like to stealthily use Mage Hand to steal the keys.
Does Mage Hand have a material component?
Fuck. I don't know.
Nope.
Cantrip, so I don't think
Voice and
Thematic.
All right, you can do it.
You also have Warcaster, so you don't need your somatic.
Now, you can cast the spell, but unless you have a feature that makes it possible for you to hide it, they're going to be able to tell that you're casting a spell.
I don't think does Warcaster do that?
No,
I can roll the
no,
sleight of
Warcaster
hand.
doesn't do that. You could roll sleight of hand to hide the fact that you're casting the spell, but of course, the Mage Hand itself is visible once it appears. Now, you won't necessarily know that.
You should be like, whoa, what's over there?
Yeah. Which direction are they? Or are our friends? Where are we? First of all.
He's no longer interacting with you. He's
Oh.
turned to his friend who's run up, and they're
Okay.
talking about the fact that you guys are awake and how much trouble they're in, and they seem very scared.
oh, so now they're ignoring us.
Yeah.
I don't like
Great.
it.
Then I'm just going to do it.
Now we do mage
Oh,
hand.
great. 19 on the dice plus 2. 21.
For stealth?
Yep.
Yeah, they don't notice that you're casting.
Great. Then I'm going to steal the keys with mage hand.
All right, now I'm going to need sleight of hand.
Great. Oh god, that's not as good. 11.
Question: How close are they?
Like
Each square is 5 feet.
from I forget which one you. Oh, you are 25 feet away from that guy.
What did you get on your sleight of hand?
11.
Okay. He feels the tug and puts. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have him roll for it. I'm going to have him roll for that. Yeah, he feels it. And he grabs the keys before you can pull them away with the mage hand. And he goes, "They have spells. They have magic.
What is magic?
Call Necron."
Who's Necron? Grab him.
So the first guy runs.
I'm gonna yank the keys if I can. If he's still holding them.
He's still holding them.
Okay.
The mage hand has a load capacity of 10 pounds.
Yeah,
So
he can probably
his real human hand is definitely outmuscling
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So unfortunately, you do not get the keys from him at this time.
Can I grab them? Can I lunge forward and grab them or anything?
Grab
Like
them?
Yes.
How?
From running.
They're
Are they
behind
running?
bars.
Oh, we're on the other side of bars.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they didn't
What do you
come
think
in
the keys were for?
Only one of them's running though, right?
Yes, the first one who came up is the one who runs.
Which way does he run?
That way.
That way.
He has run off after the other one said, "Get Necron."
Can I like try and strength punch the door or like kick the door? Or
What?
Oh, what are you doing?
You may try and kick or punch the door. Yes,
I'm
roll
punching the
strength.
Wait. No.
1.
All right. Well, you also are unused to this weird body you have, and you fall over.
I
Please,
fall over.
on your
Please
back.
excuse my friend. They are angry at being in this cage.
Imagine that.
Why are we here?
You should stop talking.
I mean,
Okay, well at this point I just shoot him with a magic missile.
We're sending her in to negotiate.
All right. Roll damage.
What are you
5.
Wait, what are you doing?
She magic missiled him. So, all right, you hit him.
That's just one
I'm
magic
gonna
missile.
pet
you rolled?
my
That's
dog.
just the one.
Really?
Don't
Oh,
you
I
shoot
can do
through.
3.
You shoot
You
three.
did
Great.
3. I assumed
Yeah.
you rolled all 3.
No. 10.
I was gonna talk to him, but
nice.
do I have speak with dead?
15.
All right.
see
Well,
here.
that guy's dead.
Crap.
Damn.
And as he's dying, he goes, "You're the worst ones yet."
Damn.
I pulled out my marker to keep track of his hit points. Now I don't need it.
How are we supposed to figure out where we are, though?
Yeah, I literally rolled 4 on all of
Well,
them.
there's
Yeah, you
more.
got it. Yeah.
There's probably more then.
Yeah, they're definitely going to come now,
I'm petting my dog.
but we're unarmed in a cage
I have a dog.
and unable to
I have claws.
defend ourselves.
I have a beak.
She does.
I do have a beak.
I do hope that there's not an entire
They do.
army coming.
Well,
we'll
it's
see.
just that one guy with the sword and this dude.
Boop.
You guys got a sword?
They coming back?
Yep.
Sword guy first.
Yeah. And the other guy walks much more confidently. He's unlike these first two guys. He does not appear frightened at all.
Hey, that was an accident. He just kind of slipped and fell.
It was the dog.
And hit his head on something 3 times.
Are you gonna roll for persuasion on that
Can I
one?
have a deception at this point?
You could try, but he doesn't care,
Okay.
so it doesn't matter.
Nat 20 plus 7.
Nice.
He looks at the man and says,
He
I
cares a
see.
little bit.
pulls out his notebook and a little pencil and looks up at you guys and like he's about to take notes. And he says, How long have you been awake?
Can anyone tell time? How long have we been?
10 minutes, maybe? How long?
It's not. There's no window.
Well, if
right?
a round is 6 seconds, we've done no.
Thanks, Wyatt.
Do we know?
Wyatt?
Yes.
And your name?
You're not.
And your name?
Sylvester.
And your name?
Stallone.
Not a sponsor.
He narrows his eyes at you two, puts his pencil in the book, and slaps it shut.
You didn't even write our names down. Why did you want to know our names? What's your name?
My name is Necron.
Necron.
We heard that.
Sounds like a nice chap.
You're the one in charge?
You're a non. Necron.
I am in charge down here. The construction above is not my domain.
Well, that's
Down where?
down below the construction.
You are in my laboratory.
Oh.
I am not the first to hold this position. Necron is more of a title than a name. Both, I suppose. I am conducting certain experiments. You guys...
I think it worked on these guys. They're a little crazy.
Science.
I shut them up with my wings. Let the head scientist talk.
Am I right in thinking that none of you remember much from before you awakened in here?
I remember that guy slipping and falling.
Nope, nothing's ringing a bell at this moment, no.
The other guard is tapping Necron on the shoulder. He says, he was alive when I left. He didn't slip and fall before they woke up.
Man, your own guards lie to you? That's terrible.
Which one of you can cast spells?
I look at my bird wings and look like I want, but then I kind of deflect.
I know he didn't slip and fall. I can see 3 distinct impact points on the front of his person. Who
What are we in
can
school
cast
right now?
the spells?
What's a spell?
Wait, what's my
More importantly, what's the machine?
Ah, you noticed that.
Yes, it's a cat. I mean, not a cat.
Indeed, you are the worst ones yet.
yes, that is a what did you call it?
A catastrophic action
Technology?
technology. That's not what I call it.
Something like that.
That is not what I call it.
What do you call it?
I call it...
Convoluted.
Yeah.
I call it the soul siphon.
Ooh. So it's
Do you actually laugh?
a soul
Yeah.
from another soul to another soul. Does it
So it
mix?
is a catastrophic action technology.
In a
Yes.
sense.
Those are words that work, I guess.
You see, we here in our organization have certain needs, guards,
Ugh.
laborers,
Oh, okay. Those type of needs.
someone we can control more reliably than humanity.
Cool.
Unfortunately, we have so far produced only the opposite.
So souls get pretty
As you can
ornery when they
likely
are siphoned.
hear. Well, continuing the work of my father, the previous Necron, I have...
Sensing some childhood trauma there.
So it's Necron Jr.
I am the 17th.
Necron
Junior.
Esquire.
The guard is kind of laughing,
He's not a
and
lawyer.
Necron is not.
Junior. So junior.
Necron the 17th.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call you
It's
Junior.
just
Mr. the 17th, continue with the machine explanation, please.
Well, it is part of the transformation process. It is crucial that we break a soul's inherent connection to its physical form. In order to do this, we simply move one soul to another form.
Interesting.
So where did our souls come from before this?
Each other.
Oh.
Oh. I'm like,
Yeah,
I like start
right,
touching
right,
people's
right.
shoulders to feel if it feels more homey.
Nothing but
Can I roll for
You,
homey?
you're Suksa.
Yeah.
I thought so. You were the bird.
God damn it.
My beautiful body.
White derp? What was I?
Ah, you were the Yuan-Ti.
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Stallone.
Yes, obviously. You were him. He points at the dead body.
Wait, so what happens when a
Unfortunate for
soul
him.
doesn't find a body?
I'm joking. You were in Wyatt Derp's body.
So where is one? So was I in mine? Wait.
You were the robot.
I am the robot.
Cuckoo Kajub.
Is this being racist? I am the robot.
It is very stereotypical of
It
robots.
is, sorry.
It's demeaning of
That was
robots.
rude. I'm gonna get so much hate
It's
mail.
speciest.
Android lives
insult all the
matter.
robots.
Well, we conduct these experiments on non-humans for the first time just recently. You can hear what happened when we tried it with the humans. Gesturing towards where those bestial roars and screaming is coming from.
Humans. Mm.
What did you turn them into?
Well, we needed creatures of great strength and low intelligence. It was believed that we would be able to control them, but clearly they cannot be tamed as such. So, back to the drawing board. You four are asking a lot of questions.
But shouldn't we be informed in our new work?
No, you shouldn't. He pulls out a wand with a small skull on the end of it.
Wait.
No. And he taps the bars, and you must all make another wisdom save. There is a
You.
force that reverberates out from his
What about the guard?
The guard is not affected. You guys are.
I am so bad at wisdom saves.
The paladin with a
12.
bad wisdom save.
I
Oh wait, no, actually,
got a 4.
21.
All right.
Dang.
I'm really confident about that 4.
Everyone except Wyatt Derp, take a card. Go from wherever you want.
I forgot to look at wisdom save last time. I rolled a 2, so I'm pretty sure I failed last time.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty confident about what I
Oh,
don't
I
know
want-
right now.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Can I take 2 and just get it over with?
For a
I
moment,
don't have
I have a
teeth.
waking dream, a vision of a crumbling lighthouse and a shadowed figure beckoning me forward.
Yeah, that happens to you.
Damn.
And you?
Sounds like a romance.
Something
novel.
about your
You find
I was
a
like-
mysterious
I'm like-
sea captain.
You feel
Take me
something moving in your teeth for just a brief moment, like they were some sort of mollusk or oyster, and the meat in the center decides to squirm about.
You actually do experience that, even though your teeth are metal. It's kind of like a phantom limb syndrome.
I'm gonna just suck on my teeth
Remember
then.
when you
Yeah.
used to eat?
No.
A smell permeates your nostrils, like rancid milk spoiling in the hot sun, or of a corpse left to linger. It takes you a moment to realize that you are the source of that foul odor. Oh, God. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna back away from that
Yeah.
odor.
You're dead. So.
I'm just having a moment with the shadowy figure. Like,
So yeah, you guys all witness each other. Well, I guess Wyatt Derp witnesses the three of you just sort of react to that thing. He somehow shakes it off, but the rest of you are like momentarily phased, and your eyes come out looking just a little bit crazier afterwards.
Listen. After a quick shower, I feel like I could be a good servant. I don't even need my old body back. I'm not married to it at all. It's okay. Like, yeah, I'm down with taking that guy's spot.
It is interesting to me that you are all in such reasonably decent control of your new forms. The others sort of barrel around like toddlers.
They are human.
Well, not anymore.
How about this? Let us out, give us some weapons, and we'll go take care of your human problem.
This guy's got a point. Humans are a problem.
I think you show some promise. You will remain here. Besides, I am needed down the hall.
Before you go, could I get some white wine?
Wait, are you?
He doesn't even answer.
Dude,
For
his
the
wisdom's probably
oysters.
hecka high.
He just stares at you for a while and then just walks away.
Darn.
For the oysters!
So he's out of
It pairs very nicely.
The guard goes with him, and you
Okay.
can hear him saying to the guard as they go,
Why do I have shit
Oh, but
wisdom?
they are clearly beginning to hallucinate. The process is moving a little more slowly than last time, but I think
I heard
it
that.
shows promise.
Because I rolled.
I flick my wings
All right, guys, gather.
I
Please,
had to
sorry,
my giant
please excuse the smell. I don't know what happened.
None of you guys smell it. Okay.
Probably just laying here. You probably all smell too.
I
Whatever.
smell some
I'm good.
vomit, but you know.
There
Pretty
is
usual.
vomit and blood in the air, but whatever he's talking about does
Does not.
nothing in particular coming off him.
I just gave him a little pat with my wing.
Clearly, we have to get
Burth.
out of here. I'm open to ideas.
Well, there we could force the door open and get
You-
the fuck out of here.
You tried. Yes, you tried that.
Yes, I could try it again.
Any other ideas?
We can break the machine. If they like it so much, maybe they'll come back.
Oh, I think this beautiful little machine. I go straight to it and start pecking at it.
Ting ting ting.
Are you trying to like pry things off dexterously or just muscle them off strengthstrously?
I'm feeling a little trickstery, so I'm gonna make some pretty patterns.
Okay. Let's call it sleight of hand.
Whoa! Oh, whoa!
Or performance.
Does that
What
count?
on earth just happened?
That was like a flicked roll
The 3.
Yeah.
with a crappy roll.
Well, I tried.
You almost killed Carolyn with a dice roll.
Cat-like reflexes.
Remember that time Carolyn died? It was so tragic. A dice just took her out.
Roz is gunning for her spot. All right. Yeah, you don't manage to significantly damage the machine.
But
Alright.
I tried. That's what counts.
Wyatt Dirk will call down Sacred Flame upon it.
What?
'Cause,
I'm just
magic.
crying over this machine at this
Is that
point.
like just hit?
it's a dex save, I believe.
Well, the
so-
machine fails the dex save.
Right, that's what I'm assuming. Yeah. Dexterity save, where it takes 2d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
So, be 8 and 9 radiant damage.
You burn through a couple of the hoses.
All right.
Wait. Is there anything on there that looks like it could be used to pick the lock or break it or?
I eventually pull a little piece off and
Yeah, you can do that.
Anyone good at picking locks?
I'm gonna try a claws.
Yeah, you feel like you maybe could pick a lock.
I feel like I could try. I'm rolling high right now. Let's keep
All
going.
right. So I'm going to call this thing a thieves' tool. So go ahead and roll with proficiency. Dexterity
Wow.
plus proficiency.
Wow, what's 6 plus 12 plus proficiency?
6 or is that an 8? Yeah.
It's an
You
8.
rolled an 8.
So it's 8 plus proficiency plus dexterity? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'm not good at math.
So your proficiency's what?
With this level.
Proficiencies, everyone's the same.
Three.
Yeah, 3, right?
3. So what's your dexterity modifier?
6.
And what's it say on the dice?
8.
17. You pick the lock.
Yay! I picked the lock. I'm out of here. Let's go, guys.
All right, the door swings open. So across the way, you see that other door across, behind the dead body of the man that you killed for some reason. For what seemed like a good reason.
Does he have
at
any
the time.
weapons?
He does. He had a crossbow.
I'm grabbing it.
All right, you now have a crossbow.
Is there anything else?
There is a piece of bread wrapped in a leaf.
You know what? I'm hungry. Let's go.
All right.
Does anyone need tobacco?
No.
Damn, it's a hobbit. I'm fiending. Whoever left me with this body had a problem.
I'm sorry.
Let's go, guys. Where's the nearest
I was a
exit?
bird.
Excuse me?
Why are you looking at me? I don't know where that is.
You were interrupting me. I wanted to know where the nearest exit was.
So the doorway across from you is also barred like your own.
Great.
You hear noises coming from in there, and then all of a sudden another person dressed like the two guards comes flying off from where you can't see and lands on the ground in front of the. He's actually inside this room.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
So he comes
lands
flying and-
there.
Oh, sorry. I thought. Got
Yeah,
it.
he lands there, and he is dead. And you see on his face that there are slashes as of claw marks. And when he lands, you hear a brutal roar coming from inside that
Does
cell.
he have any weapons?
We can't get to him.
Yeah, but he's behind a locked door.
Oh.
With a roar.
I mean, you do have a cool lockpick now.
And something that killed him.
I don't feel the need to let
Please
him go.
excuse the earthquake.
Well, he's dead.
And
Well,
curse.
I've got my crossbow. I'm good. All right, guys. Let's find another way out.
All right. Going down the hallway, the next door is the opening on your left. There is another cage on the right, but that's locked. And then there is an open door on your left.
Actually, is there anything on this guy that I can see from outside of the cage that looks useful weapon or
Mage
anything?
hand.
There is nothing that you can see.
Well, that guy's not very bright
But
for going
clearly
in there
something in there has just killed him.
without a weapon.
Yeah.
With
N-
claws.
and not only killed him, but tossed him some distance so that he landed there.
Oh, maybe an ally. Hey,
No.
Hello?
No. I don't think that's
anyone in there?
We haven't
I
opened
bang on the cage. Ding, 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 ding.
The noise of it is probably lost amongst the cacophony of all these other sounds that are echoing through the hallways.
I give you a little jab in the ribs and say, yo, we don't need another predator on our hands. Let's get out of here.
It's behind a cage. If he could get out, he would have been out already.
Yeah, let's leave him there. Let's go.
All right.
We're out of here. Let's go. What's up in here? What's up in this here?
All right, let's move the camera to show it.
There you go, Matt.
But
Do we want to take a peek in the cage beforehand?
Nope, don't need to.
Well, we're going to see it as we walk by.
Why not?
You get to look.
Oh, you can move Necron. He's not standing
Sorry.
on top of the wall.
Sorry, I just moved
He's
him
just
out of the way.
like, what's up, y'all?
Yeah,
always
so
watching.
looking in this room, I don't know, someone want to straighten up the cabinets a little. They're
Oh,
kind
sorry.
of been knocked
Sorry.
around
Yeah,
a bit.
yeah.
It
It was the
happens with
earthquake.
miniatures.
Yeah, camera earthquakes.
Um,
Are you leading us?
Yeah.
Bird person? Who's going next?
Before I walk in the room, can I
I will.
perceive the sound of any
was gonna
humans
grab you
or
anyway.
creatures?
yeah, there are.
I'll be
Well,
watching the
roll,
rear.
Okay, I'm still at this cage.
roll
like,
perception to listen.
and then her wolf probably goes with her.
Yeah.
I got a non-natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, plus 3. So
It's
not
hard
too
to tell
Wait.
at first because of
Not much
the large amount of noise, but you do hear some whispered conversation coming from within this room.
bad. Great. How many people could I tell?
Because they are whispering, it's hard to tell their voices apart, so you can't tell how many.
Hey, what do you see?
I hear
a few people.
Dead people.
I don't know how many people are there.
Hey, do you guys have skills?
I got some skills.
Yeah, let's do stage whispers.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the Twitch people can.
What about you?
I can do things.
What can you do?
Things.
We need to like figure out what we can take care of, like what we can handle. We don't have weapons except for a crossbow.
I got some skills.
I am a weapon.
I got some claws.
Okay,
You're going first.
All right.
Wyatt.
Wyatt will go in first.
Cool. There's 3 dudes in there.
Or should I? Oh, never mind.
They are. Yeah, they're in this.
I'm gonna do Zephyr Strike before I turn around the corner.
Come on, be at a table.
Set that up.
Yeah, they can all be. They're all like near him.
Okay, so around the table maybe.
I got some Zephyr Strike going on.
You got Zephyr Strike.
I don't know what a Zephyr Strike is.
Allows you to do extra speed.
No, I mean in character.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys don't know the names of your spells, but you do know how to
I'm like,
Just do
feel really speedy suddenly.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm obviously talking to you guys, so I'm up here now.
But with Wyatt Derp rolling in, hey Alan, with Wyatt Derp rolling in, we're gonna roll initiative because they see a furbolg come in. They're like, it's one of those monsters.
Wait, we could talk to them.
Nah, fuck you.
Fuck you, face. Get out of here.
8.
Okay,
Sorry.
give me a
wait till
second.
you're ready. Yeah, sorry.
No, you get one chance.
No, I'll re-roll then.
All right, hey, Roz.
8.
Also 8.
Yeah.
Well, who's getting feedback?
Oh, it's from me probably putting the mic on. It fell off again. Sorry, my clip is broken tonight. Carolyn, what'd you get?
16.
And
10.
okay, so you and me are gonna have a roll off.
All right. Pretty sure I'm gonna win this. 15.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
And Roz and Kenny need a roll off.
7.
3.
Okay,
Oh,
so
if I
now the
trust
7.
Plus what your
No, just
sorry,
roll,
6.
when we do roll offs, it's just a straight
That was
20.
6.
That's it. I don't trust this dice anymore.
The bookcase closest to me is still knocked over. I can still pick that up.
Oh.
Oh, I thought that one you.
I thought it was a table.
Wanted.
Or you
I wanted it down initially just because it was blocking
blocking.
the
Sorry,
first shot.
got it. But
Now
it's
you're in this room. All right.
not on the floor yet.
So, Gadgeton,
Yes.
you are first.
I sure am. If I could.
It's right on the edge of
Yes.
frame.
I'm going to squeeze past.
Pardon me.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Excuse me, pardon me, pardon me, excuse me.
Because you heard them shout about the monsters.
Yes.
I think it's hurtful that you assume it's us, but
We're not the monsters.
Well, she had that tooth thing.
Oh, true.
Well, I guess I could magic missile them.
go magic missiles.
Might as well, yeah. I'm gonna borrow your D4.
Take it.
Alan missed the conversation with Necron, I think.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Necron is a recurring character. Is that
Well, the name Necron has appeared.
Gotcha.
before.
Sorry, that was really loud. Right into my mic. So, unfortunately, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage and mostly probably just catches their attention. So, it's gonna be 2, 4.
Are you magic missiling?
I
Yeah.
am.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 7 damage to the one closest to us.
Okay. All right, he takes 7 damage as your missile hits him. The other 2, how about them? The 7, they all.
No, that was all three.
No, it was all 3 at
She
one.
rolled low.
Oh, that's lousy. All right.
Yeah, well.
That's why Derp should have been like a magic missile guy.
Well, I mean, the most the one could get was fine.
Suksa.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna run the corner. I'm gonna run up around the corner as well. I think I can get to about there. Wait. Oh God, whatever. And just like instinctively, I'm gonna just cast Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, you are.
It's definitely a Twitch
boy.
reaction.
Yeah, like standard. I don't know yet that I have a packed weapon.
If you sneeze in your sleep, you do it.
Just making sure there's no material. Yeah, it's not. Okay, great. I only get one, right?
Eldritch Blast at level 8. I think you get 2.
Yeah. Because level 5, or is it?
I'll double check.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna roll the first one at the closest guy. Yeah. Ugh. 12 to hit.
Yeah, you get 2 beams at level 5.
Okay, just a moment. Yeah, you get 2 beams. 12 misses.
Great. I'm like, I'm just not used to this yet. I'm gonna fire another one. Gosh, probably worse. A lot worse. Yeah, I miss.
Okay, so magic starts flying through the room, and these guys are like, "Oh God, no!" And the first one, the one that got magic missiled, is going to run towards Gadgeton.
Cool.
Does it make it? Or should I count?
Yeah.
Have you guys do
He
diagonals?
can make it if he diagonals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Basically, if you run diagonal, you're faster.
Right. No, I just wasn't sure if you guys count.
That is how that works.
Right. Because it's like 1.5 plus.
In real life.
He gets 2 attacks, and they are a 20 and an 8.
Sure, yeah, one of them hits.
All right, you are going to take 6 slashing damage.
I really wish I
We
had
need battle music.
Do you need a pencil,
Yes.
Roz? Oh,
What?
well, I was going to say, see that box there, the cigar box? That's full of pencils, if you can reach it.
I got it. Okay.
All right, the pencil thing is handled. Never mind. All right.
I
What's
just
this-
need to
this-
math. 6, you said?
Go gadget. Sorry, what math?
6 slashing.
Math.
What are your 66 hit points? Or 44? I forget what you were.
44.
Minus 6 is 38.
Thank you.
Guys mathing over here.
Sorry.
This is epic. And then he has a third attack, actually. The first 2 are with a scimitar that he has in one hand, and the third is with a dagger, which misses. The next guy comes right in after him, and he's going for Wyatt Derp.
Just mention.
I don't think he can get to me. There's a person in front
You
of me.
said white
There's
dirt,
2
which
people.
is.
Oh gosh, I
Sorry.
made it. So
I know you.
Yeah.
You identify as Wyatt Dirt, but I am Wyatt Dirt.
Yeah, these guys are level 8, and they are all playing characters that other people made. We rolled randomly and switched character sheets at the beginning. It's a brain swap thing. So, this guy's attacking Wyatt Derp. We have 18 to hit on the first one. Okay. And the second one is 9 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, so you'll take 6 slashing.
All right.
And then he also comes in with a dagger, and that is 14 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. The third guy is going to, he can't get to anyone, but he's going to run until he has line of sight and then throw his dagger at Suksa.
Okay. He's line of sight there, but he can go 10 more feet if he wants to.
Yeah, I think he would move to his left, like 10 feet.
That's right.
Oh,
His
his
left. The other
his
side of that
left,
pedestal.
right, yes,
basically.
right.
Yeah. Then from there, he will throw the dagger, getting a surprising 17 to hit.
Ty.
Okay, 5 piercing.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
I now have a dagger.
So
Is that how that works? Can I like just take the dagger out of me and now I have a dagger?
yes,
Great.
actually yes.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. So the 3 of you who took damage, roll wisdom saves.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is gonna be
Why
a
do I
theme.
have such low wisdom as a ranger?
Oh, I failed that.
10.
Okay.
I failed it so
Uh,
badly.
12.
You have all failed it.
Yeah.
Oh, another card.
Take a card.
Take a card.
Shh, don't tell him.
Take a card.
I'll just take it off the top because it doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't matter anymore.
I don't know what's going to happen. But
Okay, so we'll do you last. Kenny, let's hear yours.
There is an oddness to her perfume, like she's wearing too much of it to mask some other scent that you can barely detect. A smell like something is rotting.
It's coming from Gadgeton.
Ooh.
I was gonna say the burb,
Right.
but when you got to the rotting part, I was like,
The smell of oil
the
is
thing that makes the
covering-
least sense.
Yeah,
has to be
smells
what it
of
is.
rotting.
Gadgeton, let's hear yours.
His eyes don't quite line up. One is staring straight at you, while the other one starts slowly wandering, as if it is focusing on other things. You know, last week I just knocked it back into place.
That was a problem for you.
Yeah, it's him.
You did say I had a...
different character. Oh yeah, he literally is. He does have a derpy eye.
And Suksa, let's hear your third one.
Slowly, you come to realize that all of your clothing has been stolen and replaced with replicas that are almost exactly the same, but of slightly worse quality. Buttons and seams are just slightly off, and things don't fit quite as they should.
So as you tug at your clothes, agitated and irritated by them, you start to feel, in addition to what that describes, as though they don't fit quite right.
Yeah.
And the rest of you hear suddenly from Suksa a growl coming from inside his throat. And as you grab one of your sleeves and rip it off, the arm elongates a little bit and fur starts to appear along it. And your other arm also lengthens. Your friends looking at you see that your face begins to grow fur. Just a little bit for now.
I swear I shaved. This is not...
Yep, your voice is deeper and more growly than it was a second ago.
I don't know what's going on.
All right. Wyatt Derp, it is
Right.
your turn.
Wyatt Derp.
I'm glad I made you say that every time. Every time you say it.
I could have just put Wyatt in the title and
Yeah.
we could have just moved on, but no, we're smoking the whole pack.
All right. So Wyatt Derp is going to use Thunderous Smite as he cocks back his fist and
Okay.
does an unarmed strike at the guard in front of him.
I don't know if that's allowed, but I'm going to allow it
Yeah, because I double checked to see if unarmed strikes are considered weapon attacks, and they are.
for this. Yeah, actually, you're right, yes.
So I wanted I double.
For some purposes, it's really
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't count for dual strike or something like
Yeah,
that.
because they're not. Your fists aren't light weapons, which
Right.
makes no sense.
Right. Oops, sorry. So I got a 17.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. So I do 8 bludgeoning damage,
Yeah, you do.
and it does.
Wait, is this the guy that got? magic
no,
missile?
No, the magic missile one was the first one that ran at Gadget.
So you're getting
Yeah.
the next guy. Okay.
Yeah. So I rolled double 6s for that. So I did 20 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay, so you guys see Wyatt Derp's fist come in between you. Oh no, Wyatt Derp's in
I'm front.
So you see him just cock back. And what kind of damage is the extra damage?
So thunder.
okay.
Nice.
So you smash
This is
him
going to be great.
really hard right in the face, and there's like a little explosion and a shockwave, and it goes like, and this guy flies backwards 10 feet, lands right in front of his companion there, and is dead, with his face kind of smushed in a little bit, and the echo, you hear that it silences some of the noise for a second, and then the noise sort of gradually picks back up. Like, whatever is making that noise heard your noise, and they stop to listen for a second.
Nice. That's my turn.
All right.
That's all I can do.
Cool. Can I shoot between my comrades this dude?
I don't think I have double attack
what?
yet, right?
Crossbow.
The crossbow.
Yes, you can.
Nice. I get 2 strikes.
Do I get double strike?
No. Crossbow is a loading weapon. Unless you have the crossbow expert feat, you can only do 1 attack per round with it, no matter what.
Oh, I actually get an extra attack. I
Okay,
apologize.
well, then
I
I'm
wasn't
gonna-
tracking.
Also,
You don't know yet.
Yeah.
Is there enough space that if I were to leap through and then glide, I could get over here?
No, it's not high enough. The doorway. If you were in the room, I would say yes, but the doorway is not tall
So I'd
enough.
have to muscle through. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's fine.
Yeah,
fine
crossbows,
with that.
because they have to be reloaded, you can only attack once per
Can
turn.
my wolfie get in there?
Yeah, he can slip between them.
Cool. My wolfie's gonna go for that dude.
Okay.
And I still got 2.
And he is not a wolf, by the way. He actually is this tentacled horror.
All right.
He's vaguely wolfish.
Walking speed 40 feet. So he gets 2. So he gets attacks. Do I have to roll for him? Or? All right. How do I roll for him?
Let me look him
Wisdom
up.
Is he a wolf?
modifier.
Is it a wolf?
It's a wolf.
So a wolf has pack tactics, so it should roll with advantage.
Well, can I see? It's a special,
Oh, is it a
like,
special wolf?
familiar
Oh,
thing.
gotcha.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Let me see. I forgot how this works. So yeah, on a hit it deals 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier, but how does it make
the
an
red dice.
attack?
That's why I was rolling so bad. I couldn't
Attack
find it.
action, which okay, he uses your ranger spell attack modifier for
nice.
his attack. So
Should be
look
on
on
the
your
second sheet.
spell page.
One more. It's on the last sheet here underneath your. There. +5.
Plus 5.
Okay, so roll +5, and then the damage will be 1d6 plus your wisdom.
15.
15 hits.
Cool. Damage is what?
Oh, yeah.
What did you say? 1d6?
1d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
3 plus 5.
Or wisdom modifier. Should check your main sheet.
Oh, excuse me.
That's all right.
Plus 2. 3 plus 2.
5. Okay, so, and which one did you hit? The one
I did.
that's right there?
And that was magic missile. Yeah.
Okay, so he is somehow still up. He has been magic missiled. He has been tentacled. He has watched his comrade get thunder punched in the face.
I'm
One
also,
shot.
I'm also gonna shoot him with an what do you call it?
I don't know.
A thumbs up.
Crossbow.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to crossbow him. And what do I roll for that? How do I roll? What do I do?
You have,
Crossbows +5. Well,
you have a crossbow on your sheet, don't you?
yeah, 1d8.
No, I don't because I stole it.
Oh, I thought you had one on your sheet
Yeah,
anyway.
isn't it?
Nope.
Oh, I have
Okay,
one.
so, well, it's dexterity plus proficiency.
Who's that? 10.
So +6.
16 plus proficiency plus 3.
You got it.
Yeah.
If the dice says
Yeah.
16, you got
Yeah.
All right.
it. Yeah, so roll, what's the crossbow damage?
1d8.
1d8 plus 2.
One-
Or
well,
1d8 plus
Is that d8?
1d8 plus
3 for her.
Yeah, 3.
Which is a d8? Is this d8?
It's the one with
Yes.
4 sides.
That's a d8, yes.
Plus 5?
3.
3. So 5 damage.
Okay, he's dead.
I'm dead.
He has been
He's
crossbowed
dead.
in the eye. You know, Kenny and Roz, if you want a more convenient dice tray, maybe open the drawer between you.
Oh, there's another.
Oh,
no!
Thus ends.
And that is how we ended. He died in a tragic.
A tragic drawer opening accident.
That was my thunder smite.
Yeah.
It really, it just echoed back.
Yeah. Nope.
Took a while. There we go.
Cat-like reflexes.
Careful with the cable.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's. There we go.
Let me just spread the legs a little bit more.
I'm like, man, Roz keeps rolling on the table. It's only a matter of time before she knocks something over. Hey, guys, open that drawer.
That was the problem.
All right, so there's one dude left, and we're back to the top of initiative with Robocop.
I'm gonna stroll on over to the dude, look him in the face, reach out and touch him, and say, boop.
You just booped him.
What's that
Booped him. I booped him for 22 to hit,
Uh-huh.
and so the damage for shocking grasp,
Oh, God.
10.
Okay. So, you walk up to him and do this, and everyone just sees, like, lightning come out of your hand and shoot through his whole body. He is hurt. Anything else? You got any bonus actions?
Let's see. Actions. Bonus action. I have 2 weapon fighting.
But you don't have any weapons.
No. I mean, I've got my fists.
But as we just discussed.
Right.
All right. If that's it, then we can move on to
You could punch her.
Suksa.
Can I
Actually, she
punch him?
can't.
I can't. Because I don't have...
Your spell was your
Oh,
action.
I do have 2 attacks per action.
But
But
a
you
spell
spell.
is not the attack action.
Right.
You use your action to cast a spell. You didn't use your
You
action
get
to
1 spell
attack.
or 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Quick question. I don't recall, and it doesn't say on here. Summoning a packed weapon is an action, bonus action, nothing? Free action?
Oh, buddy, I don't know. It's probably an action.
Well, you should check that. You should really check that.
If that's what you want to try and do right now, then yeah.
I'm not going to do it if it.
Wait, what is it called?
Packed weapon.
Packed weapon.
I'm on.
Oh, I think
Okay.
it's an action.
I am pretty sure it's an action.
Yeah. Summon pact.
Oh, create packed weapon. 1 action. It is here. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I'm not going to do it then. So yeah, I'm like, what did you do to me? And I'm just going to fire another Eldritch Blast because I'm boring.
All right.
Blah. 18.
18, you hit. And the other one?
Oh, okay.
There's 2 beams.
Yep. Second. Let's do the second one. Yep. What is that, a 4? A lot less. 11.
11. Okay, the first one hits.
Great. 5 damage. Force damage.
You have Eldritch blasted him to hell,
Ah!
which he might be thanking you for based on the sounds that are echoing through the place.
Yeah.
All right, they're dead. I'm looking for weapons. What weapons can I find?
Okay, so you guys are in what appears to be some sort of like magical research laboratory.
Great.
There are vials and bottles and
Any poison?
maybe.
Can I find them?
Can you identify them is the question.
I'm gonna try.
There's all sorts of poison, or there's all sorts of bottles with weird colored fluids. Some of them are bubbling. There are like small animals that are pinned to tables and cut open.
Great.
Yeah, there's weird smelling stuff. Like every surface is covered with books and scrolls and notes and bottles and just weird stuff.
Any daggers?
There is a locked chest next to that red table.
Getting into it.
I'm just standing in the doorway looking like I'm trying not to touch anything.
I would like to go.
What do I look
through-
like?
Okay, do I find any poison? Can I roll for...
What are you rolling for?
To look for-
Okay, yeah, you can roll investigation. It's going to be really high because
I
really good
have
kombuchas.
a 23.
you are
Try
able to
hop
find
and
one
balls.
bottle that you don't know how, but you are pretty sure it's poison. It just seems familiar somehow.
Great. I'm keeping that. And
All right.
are there any other weapons that I can find?
Well, nobody's opened that chest.
All right, I'm getting into the chest.
There's also the desk drawers and some cabinets.
How do I
I
get?
am
I'm gonna try and
going
get into this
through
chest.
all
So I
the
do.
things
Should I
that
bring
are
my little lock picky thing?
Don't ask me. What do you want to do?
I'm bringing the locky picky thing and trying to get in the chest.
Okay, roll dexterity plus proficiency.
Not that great, but whatever. Is that a 6 or a 9? 6. 12. 15.
You pick the lock,
Yeah.
and inside you guys find a
trap.
ton
Oh.
of trap. A ton of weapons and armor and other gear. You guys, if you take a minute to go through it, you will find everything that's on your character sheets, and you
Loading
can
up.
now be fully geared up.
Excellent.
Yes.
Are there any longbows in there?
Is there a longbow on your character sheet?
No.
Then
Oh, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Then yes.
Yes, there is.
I would like to go through the drawers and the scrolls and the books.
I put
that-
the poison on the tips of my arrows.
Great. There's enough for 5.
Great. 5 arrows. I'm doing it.
The the cabinets and the drawers mostly contain more of the same, like notes, scrawled notes, the occasional little notebook. One of them actually has a bat pinned to a piece of wood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not taking that.
Why not?
Why?
Though, why not?
But why?
What's
I'm
your
taking it.
What's your tentacle wolf doing?
My tentacle is sniffing around. Is it find anything interesting?
It's hard to tell. Its tentacles are kind of going everywhere, sniffing things, touching stuff. It doesn't really do facial expressions since, as far as you can tell, it doesn't have
I feel
eyes.
its heart.
Yeah. Its heart is horror and darkness.
I understand that though.
There is now another, a louder bellowing, shrieking roar echoing down the hallway, and I will need you all to make a wisdom save.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah. I'll go around the table for responses.
Oh my god.
Starting with Kenny.
I rolled under the board. 26.
Okay, you're good. Roz.
Wait, how do I? So do I just add wisdom to my
Yeah, that one first to save. Yeah.
non-natural 20?
Okay.
Failed.
Okay.
5. Failed.
Okay, once again, you two. How many have you failed now, Carolyn?
This is now my third.
Okay.
I think that's
So
4.
Carolyn draw a
Matt.
card,
Yep.
and Matt draw a card.
Also, did I actually find anything good?
No, just what I described.
A
You can
bat.
take it if you want.
Sure, yeah.
Take all the papers, but not the bat.
What about
what
in
you
the
got?
books and bookshelves and stuff?
You can't read. You can't read this. It's in weird language. It's in weird wizard language. What's on your card?
Your vision is clouded and you have a waking dream. This man before you is bowing to some unseen master shrouded in darkness and speaking in an unknown and foul tongue, which is...
Yeah, that's Suksa. Suksa?
A crow lands nearby, and it cocks its head and whispers, "Your friends will betray you before the night is through."
That's her.
You watch, it dissolves into shadows.
Cool. So,
The Raven Queen.
Suksa, one of the armor plates, the metal plates on your arm, not Suksa, Gadgeton. One of the metal plates on your arm pops off, and underneath, little wire-like hairs start to grow out. And
pretty cool.
your arms also elongate, and weird, like fuzzy stuff is in the separations where the plates are coming further apart as your arms elongate. And your voice also grows slightly deeper and more guttural. Suksa, your teeth begin to become, they grow longer, they become more jagged and more sharp. You already had kind of like fangs, but they get thicker, and they kind of like the nice sharp point of a snake fang that they did have becomes like a rough, jagged sort of point, and your intelligence score now drops by 1.
Great. Is there any items, I know this is a long shot, that could potentially help me not get crazy? Something grounding, preferably.
Roll Arcana.
I'm looking. I'm doing that.
Oh,
Oh, not good.
so I realized
13.
that I do exude an aura of protection. So everyone within 10 feet of me should have gotten a +3 to
Am
their
I
saving
near this
throws.
dude?
I
No.
realized.
Well, they rolled so low.
Right. No worries. I'm just saying.
Well, I rolled anyway, but
Previously,
Previously,
when I was close.
retcon.
It's alright.
What was your
More fun.
Arcana roll?
13.
Not good enough.
All right, I tried.
You don't have any background that would help you. If you were like a wizard, that would be enough, but you're
At
not.
least I tried.
So Wyatt Derp, sorry, will turn and say, "How are you feeling, partner?" and put his hand on Suksa, and while doing so, lay hands and cure him of his damage.
Okay.
So,
How much?
5.
Yeah, that's actually puts me back to full life. But I'm gonna look at you and be like, "You will not betray me." And I'm gonna bite your hand.
Make an unarmed strike.
Okay. What's my list is so full of weapons that I don't even have
Unarmed
strike.
strike should. Well, you're assumed to be proficient with it, so
It's
Oh, okay.
just your.
13.
That misses. It hits my armor.
All right.
Or I don't have armor really. Actually, yeah, true. Our AC, did we have our armor on when we were?
Now we do.
You put it on, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, just bite your armor and like
That hurts.
like pull at it like a dog.
All right, so we are going to take this opportunity of party infighting and weird hairy mutations to take our 10-minute break. It's about 10:07 here, so we'll be back around 10:17 or so. Thank you guys for watching. Let's see where this goes. Hello, welcome back. We are still in this bizarre underground space full of mutations and violence.
And I'm much uglier now.
Yeah, well,
It depends on your taste.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
yeah.
I was a snake before, right? So maybe
There's
that's better.
someone for everything.
Fur would be really offensive to you.
I don't know. It feels a little warm.
Yeah, well, we have Gadgeton and Suksa kind of mutating, which looks really interesting on the Warforged. But you have killed 4 people, and there is now horrifying noises getting louder near where you stand. I have a glue string. I glued my mic back together during the break. Haven't sold out yet.
Fuck, I didn't even like. Anyway.
Well, at some point, one of you guys apparently knocked some stuff off the table there, which I guess that happens, probably when the camera fell. But we're going to say it was during the fight.
The thunder punch.
Well,
did it.
and
The thunder
that was the
Rummaging
thunder
through
punch.
everything, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So you have all your gear back. You are still in foreign bodies.
I bit Wyatt.
Yeah.
Sort of. I tried
Well,
to.
you tried to bite Wyatt. It's getting a little weird in here. So yeah, excuse me. That was the last thing that happened. Wyatt, what are you going to do about it?
Nothing. I'm just gonna walk away, turn my back to him.
Brave.
Yeah.
He turned his back to you, Suksa.
Probably the best choice for somebody who thinks you're going to betray them and that you're dead.
All right. What will you do next?
What were they?
What will you do next?
I'm looking around at them in terms of like what were they looking at on the table? They were sitting around there. Were they eating? Were they?
They weren't really looking at the table. They just happened to be standing near it.
Can I don't know if this is going to be any useful, but I'm going to, can I talk, can I like, I guess I have to talk to my creature. I should look that up.
I believe you have a telepathic link with it.
Cool. I'm going to kind of check in with my creature for it to keep an eye on the other people I'm with in case they become a danger to me.
Understood.
Maybe that creature
I
could
am,
let me know.
I am going to double check something. Yeah, okay.
Little watchdog.
It
Watch
agrees.
tentacle. We're both like, little nod of like,
Yeah. Well, it
Things
kind of,
are-
its tentacles kind of wave affirmatively.
and I get the feels. I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
We're like, what up?
As far as we can tell, there's no other ways out of this room, correct? It's just the one door we came in.
I'm looking. Where the fuck? How the fuck does anybody get in here and get in and out of this place?
There's a.
That was the door?
I don't know.
That is not information that you have.
Dang.
There's an elevator.
Are there any like while nothing's going on? Are there any like logs or information about like anything I can find?
There's some logs right
There are logs.
As I said, a lot of the notes and books in this room are in a weird, like sort of arcane scrawl that you can't read.
there. Is it draconic, abyssal?
You rolled pretty high actually on your Arcana. It was like 13. So it was like that's high enough for you to sort of remember that the wizards each have kind of their own language that they have to write in for the purpose of keeping track of magic and spells and stuff.
Dang.
So like literally you'd need to be a wizard and spend a ton of time studying it in order to read any of it.
Damn. Okay. Can I figure out how the heck somebody gets in and out of this place?
Your best bet is to keep looking for a way out.
All right. Well, that's something. I'm down for something.
Um,
I'm just a little
do
confused.
you have
'cause
an applicable skill that might help you
I
sort of
have,
figure it out? Does anyone?
I have the ability to always know where I am on the compass because I'm a ranger.
Oh, which way is north?
Yeah, I can always. I never get lost, even when I'm asleep. Unless, yeah.
Is it a perception? I have
Natural.
Okay. Towards me is north.
You're north. Okay, so I sense that's
Wait, I'm
north.
sorry. I said that wrong. The map is oriented to me, so I'm looking north. Towards me is south.
Okay, so I just have a natural sense that that's north and that's south.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Should we
Sorry.
get out of here?
Let's get the fuck out of here. I agree.
All right. Where do you guys want to go?
White Earp's gonna go over to the bookcase and just start like pulling the books, seeing if something
You
happens.
Classic.
successfully pull books.
Yeah, there's nothing behind.
There's a bookcase.
I feel a little angsty, and is there any fire?
How angsty? Like wisdom save angsty?
I'm feeling. No. I'm feeling like, are there any candles around?
There's a
Mood lighting.
there's
There
a fireplace.
is a fire in the fireplace.
Can you,
And
I'm
there are
throwing
candles that you could light.
I'm
from.
throwing some books in the fire because I'm a little angry.
where does the smoke go?
Does anyone care that Uranon is throwing books into the fire?
I kind of go, realize I can't read them, and go.
All right.
Can you fly up the chimney? Is it big enough?
No.
The smoke goes somewhere.
If you're actually pretty slim. If you didn't have wings, you might be able to climb the chimney, but
I got wings.
you do have wings.
I do have wings, and
Yeah.
they're my babies, so you know.
I probably could have before I started getting longer and weirder.
More gangly.
It actually makes you mad thinking about it.
You had such lovely scales before. Now, I'm sorry. All right. Well, I am going to. Let's see. I've already searched everything I can. Technically, correct. Also, was there any more weapons on the bodies of the guards that I could use?
They each had a scimitar and a dagger. Although one of them, the dagger was in Wyatt Earp.
All right. Well,
Wyatt
that's
Earp.
that's.
Oh no, it was in.
I'm grabbing the scimitar. Is there any keys on them?
No.
Was there any devices they could talk to?
Well,
each
you
other?
still have the keys from the guard that you killed in the hallway.
Beautiful.
Oh no, never mind.
didn't have the
I'm
keys yet,
mistaken.
yeah,
The
yeah.
one with the keys was the one who left with
Yeah.
Necron.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have the ability to remember the area I'm in. Do I recall any physical way to leave this place?
No, because you've lost your memory.
No. I mean, since I've been here.
Since you've been here, no. Well, you remember that you saw two doors in the hallway that you haven't been in.
Yep.
They were
that
behind
one
it.
and that one, which
They
were
were
both barred.
They were both barred. Okay.
I'm already on this one. Like, hello, anyone in there? I can't tell if it's a cage or not, right, from where I'm at. Or like if it's
You
enclosed.
can't tell. It's definitely a locked barred door, but what you can tell is that the majority of this violent cacophony you're all hearing is coming from that way.
I just don't understand why there's not a physical exit. That's weird to me.
It's weird to me that you assume there's not when you've only explored 2 rooms.
I just
So-
why would these cages have a physical exit? This seems really
Well,
inconvenient.
do we know they're cages?
Where's the privy?
Are
There should be a privy.
Are we on the inside of the cage?
Are we in the inside of a cage of our minds?
Right.
Can anyone open this door? Oh, I have all my components now. Do I have anything that would work?
Is there a lock mechanism, or how sturdy does this lock look?
Like the other one, it looks like 2 strong people together might be able to force it.
Okay, I'll try.
Sure, have fun, guys. Do we have enough time? Can I run around and look, see if I can find another exit?
Well, this is the room you started in, so you've
Yeah.
already seen that, and that's the room where you saw a guy get thrown and die in front of the door. So you haven't been in there, but you have seen that room. This side is a wall,
Yeah.
so
So
it's just that door and that door. That's all you've got.
Okay, well, damn, I don't have detect magic.
Wait.
I know I have a poor Arcana, but can I feel if there's a portal somewhere?
Arcana checks are not detect magic abilities.
All right.
They are just knowledge.
Well, I do have a little hippie moment where I'm kind of feeling the energy and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
At least
I mean, you definitely feel like a hippie. But
I feel like a hippie. I feel good about myself. I move on with my life.
I just really want to be on the other side of that door. And then I like misty step.
Are there any
to this
snakes?
you misty step?
Yeah.
Bamf.
Oh.
There is a ring of keys hanging on the wall that you can now see.
Oh. That's useful.
How'd you do that?
I don't know. I didn't know I could till just now.
You're welcome.
Are we gonna have any problems? I hold the key up. Like, I don't have to let you through.
Oh, Wyatt Derp, when you see him, Bamf, make a wisdom save.
18.
All right, you're pretty good at these.
Pretty good at that wisdom.
We used to use sanity checks for this. We had a 7th ability score that we added. I realized it was kind of dumb. Like, it wasn't doing anything that a wisdom check couldn't do.
Yeah.
But it was fun while you tried.
Yeah, it was nice to experiment.
Well, I made sure and threw all the books in the fire because I'm spiteful.
All of them? There's 6 bookcases and a desk.
That's a lot of fire.
All right. Well, I tried.
I mean, you can put a lot of them in. I mean, you can just keep going for a while.
I definitely got my anger out and then moved on.
All right.
Partner, you're the one who bit me.
But you should be dead.
Where are you?
She's the one who smells like death.
I smell like death.
No?
Oh.
Where are they? Where are they guys
there.
talking? Where are you guys? Where are you?
They're yeah, that's them.
Yeah.
All right, you know
Because
what?
I lost intelligence. No, I don't realize it. I smell like death.
Did you just roll a d12?
No, 20.
You really did lose a point of intelligence.
Right.
What is your intelligence now, by the way?
+0.
No, what was your... No, your score goes down by 1, not your modifier.
Oh, you're right. It went from 13 to 12, so then I'm still +1.
Yep.
I misheard that. All right, but don't try anything. And I'm gonna unlock the door if I can.
I'm hanging out with them and being like, oh hi.
All right. Yeah, Suksa is able to unlock the door.
Can I use animal handling?
Animal handle Suksa?
You might need it.
Can I use animal handling? Is it effective?
To do what?
To be nice.
Where's the metal one?
At this point,
Can I get a purr?
you still need a persuasion.
Now I do have speech of beast and leaf that gives me advantage on charisma checks to influence beasts.
I'm not quite there yet.
Creature type has not changed.
Okay.
But you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
You're ready for
I can
it.
influence him. Down, boy, down.
You're ready.
So are you unlocking the door?
Yes, I opened it.
All right.
Can I get through?
Where's the metal one? Gadget. Whatever.
Yeah,
Good
Gadget.
shit.
Can I get in here? What's in here?
Yeah, the door's open. You guys can all
Yeah,
go
we'll
that
pile
way.
through.
Gadgeton is still in the lab.
Checking out the gadgets.
Coming?
What's in there? What's in this room?
Oh, did your...
Do I need to
Buggy,
roll
I'm
investigation?
Are you going with them?
I would actually like to roll investigation just to like make a thorough.
in this room?
Yeah.
Again?
Search.
Oh, there's a lot of burn books.
I don't think Gadgeton... Did Gadgeton
I
look
didn't
the first
do.
time?
Well, I mean, everybody has already gone through the room. There's not going to be anything new.
Oh, okay.
That's
then I guess I'll
DM's hint.
follow
There's
them.
nothing else
Yeah.
for you to get.
Yeah.
Don't roll.
I guess
waste
I'll
our
follow
time.
It's
them.
not really a hint. I'm just
Well, what's
flat
in
out
here?
telling
Should I
you.
roll
There's nothing
persuasion?
else in this room other than weird magic crap.
That I didn't burn.
Right, yeah.
All right. And this room...
Oh, camera.
Oh, sorry.
Join us, guys.
Oh, hey. There's the room we're in.
Yep, and a weird can.
Not a sponsor.
Okay, so where I have placed... what this is actually not a room. It's a hallway.
Ooh.
Okay,
It looks like
Where I have placed that little tile is actually stairs going up.
let's go. Let's go, guys.
You are walking towards the sound of the slavering beasts.
Great.
This might not be the right way. But
Well,
it's
it's
up.
the only way out. Can I give him a little scritch? Does it make him feel better?
Ask him.
Scritch, 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 scritch.
Do you let her touch you?
Yes. I was gonna roll, but she already did it, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
I do a little scritch, little calming scritches.
It's weird because you're kind of part snake and part mammal at this point.
I'm also not angry. I'm just. This is my voice now.
That's all right, honey. I get it. Scritch, scritch,
Just
scritch,
go. Just go.
Move it, Burb.
All right, let's go. Can I hear anything? Do I get anything? Should I roll for hearing or
I
something?
mean, you hear what I described, nothing more than that.
Slavering beasts.
Slavering beasts, they're
How
roaring.
How much slavering?
Like a lot.
Should
it's
I bring a
mostly
bucket?
slaver. Yeah. And there is some screaming,
All right.
some crashing, some
Screaming.
some
How many
ripping.
screams?
Oh, 2 or 3 every 20 seconds.
2 or 3 different screams?
Well, there's some whimpering in there.
Maybe we should wait till the screams subside, and then there will be
Well,
less
they have
screaming.
subsided from what they were at when you first woke
Okay,
up.
so whatever's screaming is not the problem. The slavering is probably the problem.
Yeah, there's a lot of roaring now. It kind of sounds like they might be roaring at each other.
All right. Well, that's cool. What is my little woofy tentacle dude? How's he reacting?
He's not. He's not reacting to the sounds as far as you can tell. He's just happy to be here.
You know what, buddy? I'm happy to have you here too.
I'm gonna walk in the back because I don't trust him.
Nope. Scooch, 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 scooch. Hopefully, we've formed a bond.
Wyatt Derp will go in the front. And meant to pause there. But he will subconsciously want to sort of hide himself, but in doing so will activate his invisibility power.
I love that.
All right.
I knew it.
I'm a little like, whoa.
He wasn't really here
All
to
right, the
begin
three
with.
of you all make wisdom saves.
Oh,
You witness Wyatt Derp cease to exist.
God damn it. It's not even like... I have +3 on wisdom save, but it's like I just keep rolling 2s
You know
and
what?
3s and 4s.
You know what?
You know what? You know
And I intentionally
things.
gave.
I'm gonna use Flash of Genius and help you out.
You all get +3 from Wyatt Derp.
Yeah, you do.
Doesn't help with +3. I mean, when I roll a 3.
Ouch.
Well, it's another +4.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And what did you get?
16.
Nice.
And you?
11.
Oh, wait, but that's without his
With all the
plus whatever.
+3.
Yeah.
11 with modifiers.
What are the modifiers? That
Okay,
kind of matters.
So how?
So you get 3 from me, so that puts that to a 6, and then your wisdom bonus.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. 7. Sorry. I was doing
11 plus 7?
Yes.
18. Remind me?
19.
19. And
13.
cool.
Damn, I'm sorry. I tried.
Some more stuff.
Just me?
Just, well, you and then we're going over to
Okay.
Uranon. How many
just
is
leave the
that
deck
for
with
you
me.
now? Is that just 2?
2.
Okay. Read it, please.
I'll make a little note. 2.
Can I have the pencil?
And what does your card say?
My card says his mouth has too many teeth, and they all look like they are useful in tearing flesh from bone.
Definitely. You. What's yours say?
There's some faint whistling coming from around the corner, like someone cannot quite remember the tune. Someone's whistling.
The growling and tearing of flesh sounds like music to you. And as you listen to it, your vision goes red a little bit. Your intelligence goes down 1 more point.
Now I'm +0.
Your arms elongate, and your strength goes up by 1.
Does that mean he now has reach?
No, because
Okay.
if I gave him reach, I'd have to explain myself to Joshua later.
Alright, now I'm just going to shoot the moon. I'm going for all of them.
All right. So how far have you guys progressed down this hallway, do you think?
We went up the stairs,
Okay, so if you at the top of the stairs, looking to your character's left, you see what looks like steps up. Where you can see steps up there. Also, keep going. Yeah, those steps up to your left.
Okay.
And also,
Who's in front? Oh, you were.
Yeah.
also, well, you might not want to go quite that far yet. Looking down forward, the hallway
Second.
also continues and goes around to the left.
Well, being
What's it to the
invisible,
left?
Wyatt Derp will sort of peek around, see what's up the stairs to the left.
Okay. Let's move the camera and let's move Necron again. He's still in the way.
Oh, sorry.
Necron is not here
Bad
anymore.
Necron.
You can just hand me Necron.
Oh, sure.
I won't see him for a while.
No longer appearing in this film.
He burned his books.
That's still happening. Huh?
These are
Yeah.
all. These are all the people we killed.
He died a tragic death early on in filming.
Those are library books, unfortunately, so...
Damn, he's gonna have some major
Yeah.
fees.
Yeah.
That's okay, he's dead.
We need to move that camera all the way off that
Oh
stage.
shit!
phone there.
Move the camera!
Roz and Carolyn.
I know that place.
Assist, or, you know,
Oh.
everyone
Bum,
except the
bum,
people I
bum,
knew.
You named? That's fine.
I know this place very well.
Uh-oh.
Do you, though?
Does it go on top? Or
No,
should
it's supposed to sit in there. They've just
Okay.
been bumped around a
Sorry,
little.
yeah, probably this camera. There we go.
Yeah, it's probably the camera.
Knew it would happen when I set it up.
No, it's fine.
Hey, Roz, do you mind?
All right,
When I
so-
was pushing back
Where should I
the
put the camera?
bookcases.
Let's put it like kind of in front of Carolyn is probably the best place, or in front of yourself, looking
Yeah.
either side, looking in through the pillars.
Yeah.
It looks like it's not seated.
It's not. Roz has just got to kick out some of those walls when she gets done with the camera.
All right. So those guys.
Kick out the walls, Roz. So that,
Oh yeah, it's not
just so
sitting.
that it lays flat.
There. Just move that.
There you go.
Oh, I see.
There we go.
So those guys are all around.
Dead.
No, they're not lying there dead. They should be standing up. Just sort
That's
of
you
place
guys.
them around that area at random. Wyatt Derp, you see this vast stone courtyard with these monstrous creatures shaped into the floor. It looks like they're so realistic that at first you think they are real, but they are made of stone. And there is a blooded altar at the head there. However, these large, hairy, humanoid creatures cover this courtyard, and they are surrounded by the dead and dismembered bodies of humans, some of whom are dressed like the guards you have seen. Others are dressed in robes that match the one that this guy is wearing. Let's put him in there.
Oh, you're handing to
I
me.
know your intelligence is 2, but pay attention.
He's further in. He's in the middle.
Oh.
And he,
Facing away.
facing towards the staircase, but he cannot see Wyatt Derp, who is invisible. So, Wyatt, this guy is in danger. He's covered in blood, he's wounded, he is still alive, and these hairy creatures with the long arms and the black fur are shoving him around. And you can sort of see that the only reason they haven't done to him what they've done to the others is that their mouths are full.
Oh,
Yeah,
of blood, body parts.
yeah, they're busy, but they'll get to him soon, you're sure.
Can I use sort of insight to kind of get a sense of who this person is in terms of, is this someone who...
He is wearing robes that match others you can see around the courtyard.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm good. I walk on.
Okay,
I walk past.
what about the rest of you?
Do you even tell us what's going on?
Nope. I'll just say, yeah, we don't want to go that way.
Okay, can I walk past too?
Because, I mean, we're down below, or is it like,
Well, you're
I had
next.
to peek in.
You're like, yeah, no, I'm good, really.
Outstanding.
I'm gonna peek in.
I walk past, right? Can you put me past?
Well, she's next in line, so just. I mean, I guess you can fit around her, but there's not a lot of room.
All right. So those of you who are not invisible are going to have to make a stealth check.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, didn't read.
Oh wait, you know what I forgot though? You have to make a wisdom save for seeing that
Horrid event.
that horror. Yes.
15.
All right, you have finally failed.
What?
How many? That's just your second,
A
right?
third.
Oh, well, take a card.
15 fails.
Join
Wow.
us.
For a brief instant, you have a vision of him wielding a bloody axe and hacking a defenseless woman to death. The woman seemed almost familiar.
Okay, so all of those things are actually happening in front of you.
All right. I guess I won't. I won't go past then. I'll stop before I go.
Yeah, as you witness it, your mind sort of snaps, and you also feel your body begin to change shape as fur starts to pop out of your arms, which only you are aware of because you're still invisible.
Right. And I'm really already furry, so I'm just furry. Or
Yeah. So each of you going past has to make a stealth check and a wisdom save.
I rolled a 23 for stealth.
You are not seen.
Great. Can I move past? But do I have to roll a wisdom?
You will have to roll a wisdom save as you move past because of the horror of what you will see.
Makes sense. Oh, nat 20 plus 2.
You're okay.
Can I get past the horror?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, you can. Yeah.
I'm on the other side of him. I'm over there.
I will tell you as you go past. That is an open courtyard.
I'm going.
There is no ceiling.
Going. I'm playing.
All right. What are you doing?
I said I'm peeking in.
Okay. Roll.
Fail. Wisdom.
Oh, your wisdom. Okay. Well, roll stealth.
Ow, fuck.
Are you all right?
Yeah, just big money.
Oh, neat.
19.
19. Okay. Your wisdom save. These are getting harder as we go. Your wisdom save failed. Your stealth passed. Draw a card, please.
There's a mark upon his forehead, and you barely caught a glimpse of it, but for a moment you saw a strange and shifting pattern.
Was that the guy in the courtyard?
Yeah. It's actually one of the hairy beasts that you see that on. Your intelligence drops 1 point.
I don't know what that means.
What is it dropping to?
17.
17 from 18. That means your modifier goes down by 1 as well.
Yeah.
And you, sir?
Let's do the wisdom first. Well, no, he's not even gonna try stealth. He's just gonna walk past.
Okay.
Yeah, wisdom. 13. 16 with his thing.
Yeah. So.
Also, well, actually, let's read this first, and then what's happens. Someone standing behind you leans forward, and whispers into your ear, "They're all lying." Yeah, I'm gonna run in and start attacking.
Yeah, that's exactly what was going to happen. You
You
have
thought
now
it was
failed.
me that said that since I...
You have now failed so many that you
6.
lose control of yourself and are going to have to attack indiscriminately.
Great.
At this time, we have to roll initiative for a number of reasons.
Initiate.
My wolf is still there because he can't fly away.
Why did I get all these nat 20s for like things that don't matter?
I roll a 1.
Here is a flight stand for Birdie.
Oh, birdie.
Let's switch dice.
There you go.
Gone, but my wolfie is not gone.
Okay, so you're not actually gone. We're going to be
Yeah.
dealing with how far you can travel and how much time.
My wolfie's still there though.
So we're going to assume
my
that
Woofy?
all of the things that you all just did happened in the same round. So what is your flight speed?
50.
50. Okay, so 6 inches is 30. Each inch is 5 feet. So from where you started, which was, you were going to fly out through the courtyard, so you would
Yes.
have had to go in between the two.
You're this way. You're going this way.
Oh,
Okay.
I would have had
Yeah.
a plane go through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to go 50 feet, you're almost right over that thing's head.
Okay. Oh, no. What are you even doing? Oh, no.
We need the base.
Yeah.
Right here? Maybe right here. So I'll just...
I guess more like over its chest.
Okay, so...
But you be off to the side so the stand can stand.
Yeah. And my woofie is where I left it.
Okay. So now that's where we're starting from. Let's do the initiative.
Can you adjust the camera res so it's like sees you a bit? You don't have to go back. You could just rotate it a little bit. Or put it on your...
I don't want you to have to hold it the
Yeah,
whole
put it on
time.
your rolling board or something.
Oh, yeah. Put it there. That's precarious as well, but whatever. We can see. What is your initiative, Kenny?
2.
What?
With the +1 modifier.
He was planning on not engaging at all.
Wait. I was gonna do something. Hold on a second.
Okay. Burb?
21.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Burb.
19.
And Ape Man. 8. Ape Snake, I should say. All right. Let's see about the Okay. Okay, Uranon. It is your turn first.
Well, I'm flying more.
All right, you go another 50 feet.
So... Cool.
Out of the courtyard.
You're kind of right there. And at this point, make an intelligence saving throw.
Why should there be
13.
charisma saving throws?
13.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? 15?
13.
13. Okay. You have failed that. You experience a massive splitting headache as you start to get too far past the courtyard. You are going to take 5 psychic damage.
You got it.
Suksa? You too.
What?
5 psychic damage.
Why do I?
Can I still have an action of shooting or something?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. Well, I'm going to shoot crossbow. Is there any living creature I can shoot from this distance?
Pretty much anyone.
Ew, I ain't got it.
Do you?
Am
I think I figured it out.
Wait, are they rocks? Am I shooting rocks? Sorry.
All of the
No,
figures.
they're
people.
Violent ape creatures. The stone things I described are what you can actually see as part of the floor.
Okay, so there's ape creatures.
Yeah, and ape creatures tearing humans apart.
Great. Who's the nearest ape creature?
The one that's
Look at the
physically
minis.
nearest you.
Okay, I'm just checking.
His name is Bob.
Bob. Sorry, Bob. Nothing
No, his
personal.
name is obviously Brick.
To clarify, they haven't seen you. You rocked your stealth check before you flew out.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so you can attack them if you choose to. You have no idea what just hurt your brain.
Well, then I'm not attacking.
Okay.
You
You can try and spend your action to dash and get further away.
I am going to dash farther away.
Okay.
But my woofie, how far can my woofie get in there?
You can also just dismiss him and summon him again later if you want.
My woofie might be useful.
All right. Yeah, whatever his speed is. Where's that book?
Oh, sorry.
It's right here.
Oh, the book.
The book.
I have it. I have it. I have it.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wolf. Its speed is 40 feet.
So can I get to a creature and bite?
I can't tell from here. Is the wolfie within 40 feet of something?
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of the guys, I think.
All right, send him in.
Can easily grab the first one.
Can you move the wolf to the nearest bite?
Target.
Bite.
The nearest bitey.
Speaking in wolf talk right
By
now.
bite, we mean tentacle something.
Ooh, tentacles snapping.
There may be some
gotta
sort
be-
of octopus
Yeah,
type
there's gotta
claw
be-
in there.
Dang it, I don't have the Can you? I need the Night Stalker.
To attack it was
Here.
your wisdom
It's-
spell. So
yeah,
whatever your
it's
spell roll,
your
which is +5.
yeah.
I always said probably always wants to go under.
Should I reroll or? It's fine. It's not that great.
So +5 is 10.
10 to hit. That misses.
All right, miss.
Alrighty. Robocop.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sure. But there you go.
so I am going to kind of step into line of sight of the dude in the middle.
Okay.
'Cause we're gonna,
He's on his knees, like beat up.
is we're gonna attempt to put him out of his misery.
Okay.
Not gonna try to rescue them?
No, I'm gonna try to put him out
Define
of
rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 to hit.
Yep.
Great. So you see, like, my chest start to glow, and then lightning shoots out of it. Thank you, Kenny.
Is this lightning bolt?
It's lightning launcher. It's
Lightning launcher.
it's
Okay.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's the armor with the infiltrator's armor.
All right. How much damage?
All of it.
7 from that. And technically, since that's an attack, can I now shoot a crossbow?
No. Wait, is that
It's part of the armor trait. So I don't know
if it
counts as an
says
attack
that
as
you can
artificer.
use it to
It's-
replace an attack with your attack action?
Yeah,
but
let me
I
look up
I mean, it
artificer.
is
Don't
part.
believe it
It is
says
one
that.
of my attack actions.
well,
It is showing up in my.
it's
attack.
listed as an attack. That doesn't mean it's part of the attack action. They are.
One action.
Yeah, if it takes one action to do it once,
That's
then
mine.
that's your whole action, so you don't get another attack. But I'm going to double check that by looking at the class. Artificer,
Yeah.
Wait.
Armorer, Lightning
Well,
Launcher.
it counts
huh?
as a
die
simple.
move.
It counts as a simple ranged weapon.
Features and traits.
You customize your armor. It counts as a simple ranged weapon.
Oh, so it's a ranged weapon then.
If it counts as a ranged weapon, then it's a single weapon attack, so you have a second attack.
Great, but also once on each of my turns, when I hit a creature, I can deal an extra 1d6 lightning damage to that target.
Oh, by all means.
So I'm going to do that again. So it's another 5,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at it. Hopefully, we'll see.
You can also lightning launch again.
I could lightning launch again. You know what? Yeah, screw it.
Okay.
Launch the lightning.
Whatever 7 and 5 is. 14?
12.
12?
Yeah, you hit.
I hit. Great. 5.
Well, you have shot the hostage, and he is dead.
Good.
You electrocute him to death.
We have put him out of his misery.
Kenny.
Now that they have no hostage, they have no power
Is that what you think? So,
over, negotiations.
right, because they were definitely planning to do that.
Well, it's better than being eaten alive, frankly.
So your lightning blast shoots into this open courtyard twice, very visibly and very noisily frying this man to death. And a dozen or so furry heads turned towards you.
Yes,
one
but
of
I am
them-
blocked by stairs and a shadow creature.
No,
and
you had to step up far enough to get line of sight
I have line of
shoot.
sight.
So they can see you.
so they can see you. So all these heads turn towards you, and one of them finishes chewing and swallows and goes, "Ooh."
I mean, if you like the taste of metal, I guess.
A bit chewy.
And every one of them runs towards you.
Cool.
Let's move all those guys 40 feet towards Gadgeton.
I'm going to say that at least one of them. Do all of them get hit with an opportunity attack?
By what?
Well, yeah.
Well, because you've got Squid Wolf.
The Squid Wolf gets a lot of opportunity
Well,
attacks.
each creature only gets one reaction,
Right.
so at most one person would get hit by an or one would get hit by an opportunity attack.
I
Well,
roll
but we've
for
also
Woofy?
got Suxa right here, too.
Right.
Should I roll for Woofy to
He's
attack
on
someone?
stairs.
Well, yes. Then Wolfie will get an opportunity attack for the first to pass him.
Yeah.
And
Do I?
That's right.
Question. Can I cast?
Can I reroll?
Or am
I
I
don't do it.
have I lost my ability to cast at this point?
You're
Wolfie is useful.
you're a warlock.
For entertainment.
Yeah, you can still cast.
But I'm also like not in control.
Your spell, yeah, you can still cast because your spell casting is charisma, not intelligence.
Okay.
Wolfie sucks.
Then,
Okay.
as a warcaster, I'm going to use my reaction to cast.
These dice suck.
He's not used to
Elder
the tentacles.
Blast.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of
Tentacle work.
attack
It's almost
spells.
like you're a warlock.
So-
Warlock using Eldritch Blast?
Blah.
Unheard of.
17. to hit.
Okay, have we moved those guys? Let's move all those guys so we can figure out which one you hit.
Okay.
And I assume it's
I
the
can't-
same one that Wolfie missed.
If I
Yeah.
move, the camera's gonna fall over. So somebody else want to do it.
Yeah, I'll see if I can reach over. It's 40 feet.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
measure out.
They're all going towards Gadgeton.
Which would be what, 8 inches on?
Yeah.
8 inches, yeah.
Sorry. Well, why don't you move all the ones first and then.
We're playing a lot of characters with longer than normal walking speeds. We should probably get a new stick.
Yeah. And that one's going to get right up in your face.
A lot of them do.
They're fauché.
So
Which one are you hitting, by the way? That comes through.
I think it was the first one, right?
Whatever
the
one's
first
the
one's
closest.
the first one to pass, yeah.
Okay,
And
so it's
how
gonna
much
be
did
this
you hit
one?
for?
17 to hit.
Yeah, you got him.
I don't get both attacks though, right?
You do, yeah.
Oh,
It's
great.
one casting of the spell. So
That's
it's-
right. The first one's 9 force. The second one hits. It's going to be 6 more force. So 15 total force damage. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Wyatt Derp should have been a warlock with like Eldritch Blast.
Finger guns.
Yeah, finger guns.
All right, so the first one's going to stop his motion forward, spin around, and attack Suksa.
I've
Oh,
got to
I
move
did-
everybody else.
I
though.
can't choose my targets though, right? You said I'm attacking randomly. Can I still hit this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So is ever running past you, right?
I guess he's the closest thing coming in.
Okay, so what happens if the stairwell is blocked?
That's just how many people fit.
The rest are all running up to the.
Yeah. Well, we're just dealing with the first guy right now because he got to Suksa and got hit. So he would turn around and attack you instead of continuing to move forward.
He would try to attack me.
So he has a great axe, and he hits for 24,
Yeah, that hits.
15 slashing.
Okay.
Remember, I think I healed you. Oh, did you get damaged
I
again?
got damaged again, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then he's going to great axe you again a second time.
So I'm at 47.
And that is for 17.
So, okay.
Does that hit?
Oh, ties, so yes.
Okay, another 15 slashing.
Yep.
All right, the second guy is not going to stop at Suksa. He's going right for Gadgeton.
Yeah, literally 2 people can get right 4 gadgets.
That's okay. However many can reach you, that's how many are going to attack you.
It's 2.
All right, he is going to, the first one's going to go for, 11 and 15. Does that hit you?
Neither of them hit.
Okay, and then the second guy that can get you is going to hit twice.
I had counterspell. I could have used counterspell when he tapped our cage.
Is he going to hit twice?
Yes, he is, because it is 23 and 25.
Okay.
So each of those will deal 15 slashing damage to you.
Okay.
All right. The third one will do a battle cry. So every creature within 30 feet of it, which is you guys and all of the other You all get advantage on your attack rolls until the start of this guy's next turn.
Oh wow.
So all people, the rain falls on the just and the unjust alike. And then he cannot reach anyone. No, he can reach Wolfie.
No.
He's going to make a bonus action attack on Wolfie with his spear. Does 15 hit him?
Yes.
Can you have me a player handbook?
I think that
Woofy is hit for 15.
Okay, and the damage is 13 piercing.
13 piercing.
Yep, he's got a spear.
That moment when you open to the exact page you need.
Woofy's dead.
Bye, Wolfie.
Bye, Wolfie. You did
First
your job.
of many.
Bye, Wolfie. Move, Wolfie. Wolfie's dead.
All right, so I believe, it's hard for me to tell from here,
Little
but
tentacles of betrayal.
I believe none of the rest of them can get through the stairway right now, right?
No,
Correct.
They're blocked.
Okay. In that case, they will all just shove and knock each other around trying to get to you, and then it will be Suxa's turn.
Stand by for 2 seconds.
And you are almost indistinguishable from these creatures at this point,
Yeah.
except for your weird magic.
Any creature that starts its turn takes 2d6. Ends its turn in the area must success on extra zero to take it.
You read a spell?
Yeah, I had to. Because it doesn't put it on here. I'm going to cast Hunger of Hador right on the mob.
What is the area of
20-foot
effect?
sphere.
20-foot sphere.
It is going to be centered in a position that will hit me, but no one else in our team.
This is...
Hey, you want a ruler?
oh, this is only 15. We need a 20-footer. Thank you. So, yeah, this is 20 feet. That's the Hunger of Hador.
Oh my gosh.
20-foot radius, right?
Yes. It literally hits everybody. It literally hits everybody except these two.
How many are in it?
All of them.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
11,
12.
12.
And they're making
Plus
a con
me.
save?
No, it just
Well,
says
11 plus
it's
you.
difficult terrain.
Okay.
Any creature that starts its turn in the area automatically takes 2d6 cold damage.
Okay.
Any creature that ends its turn in the area must succeed on a dex save or take another 2d6 acid damage as milky otherworldly tentacles rub against it.
Cool. So
That's why I
all the
smell
rest of you,
milky.
yeah, actually all of you, make a wisdom save for witnessing this. Are you looking back? You were flying away.
Flying away.
You're not. You're exempt. So the other three make a wisdom save.
25.
Card.
Just him guard.
Do I do it even though I cast it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've just opened a portal to the void.
Yeah, I'm in it. Yeah. I failed.
Okay, yours?
Aren't I maxed out at this point?
Just a second.
Okay.
Yours?
You hear something digging, and the sound of it is really loud, like the sound is coming from inside your ear.
Yeah, it is. You drop another intelligence point and gain a strength point.
Okay.
And yours?
The painting over in the corner, which I can't see, the one with the regal-looking woman, her eyes just moved to stare straight at you. So there's literally a painting floating in the void.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Go ahead, grab your mini, turn it around the other direction. You are gone. You're one of them.
Okay. Do I lose concentration?
Yes.
Damn it.
You have fully transformed. You are essentially dead as a player character. Good try.
Good try. I was trying to buy you guys some time, but
I'm
Even
absolutely
with the
gonna
plus
die.
3 that I gave you guys.
As a result,
I rolled a 10 and my wisdom.
roll an
was a-
intelligence save, please, Uranon.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, because he got it.
21.
Oh, nat 20.
Okay, you are you feel something yank on your mind. And then you stop being Uranon.
Who am I now?
You're Suxa. Suxa has escaped back into her true body, which is bird form, and flies away. And you have gone back to your true body, which is now an
Did we swap directly? I thought.
You guys swapped directly.
I thought she
So,
swapped.
so should I swap?
Wait a minute. Let me remember. You're playing the character that she built.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we did this wrong before.
It should be. Oh, it should just be opposites.
So you passed, so that stops you from getting back. Okay. No. Okay. So you're still Uranon.
Yes.
All right. You're all right. And it's
But am I?
you. I mean, something happened.
Can't quite tell.
Yeah, something weird. Suxa tried to force his way into your mind at the last
Okay,
second, but
okay.
your excellent save.
Damn.
Is that
corrected
machine
it.
basically the magic jar or whatever it's called?
I don't know
Oh, okay.
what magic jar.
I think there's an item where it involves magical
So
body
wait,
swapping.
wait,
that
who am
basically
I
follows
now?
those
The
rules.
machine is of my own
I'm
invention.
having
Okay.
existential crisis over here. Who
just-
am I?
It's your character is also having an existential crisis. You are still Uranon, the bird ranger,
Okay.
but for a moment, Suxa really tried to take over your mind.
Okay.
Basically, what we're doing is you have your original mind was the sheet that you handed to someone else.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So that's when
How fun.
he's playing the character you built. So when he changed, his mind left that body and tried to go back to yours.
Damn. Almost got it back.
Yeah.
I
got
don't know if I
away.
should have let it happen or not.
And that might have set off a chain reaction because then your mind would have had to go back there.
It was
and
just
all
wait
would
in
have been
limbo
a
until
mess.
she dies
Yeah,
or something.
everybody would have been just messed up.
Yeah.
That's
But
fine,
it's
I'll
Wyatt
die this
Derp's
round.
turn.
Jeez. So he assumes now. He thought that the woman looked familiar, who is now shot by lightning.
Yeah, plus
And
it was
killed.
a dude, but you don't know. You're losing it.
Right. And so, Wyatt, Derp, are they close by?
Yeah.
Can I throw still? Or
Oh my
are
God,
we in
you're-
range?
You're
Yeah.
right here.
You're like
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
feet from the closest guy, or 10
Alright.
feet from the closest guy.
So I can throw still. So he's
You
gonna throw 2 axes. I was trying to figure out which one. You mentioned one of them can be used.
Oh, I think it's Searing Smite, or you have a spell. Only
That's-
one of your spells says Smite in it.
Yeah, I have a bunch with smite, but I think there's only one that.
Only one prepared.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll use Searing Smite on the first one,
Okay.
and so I'll roll the
Do I get any stat block?
roll the 9 to hit.
Yes, actually, if you want. A 9 to hit.
I'm assuming that is a miss.
It is indeed.
And now the question is, does that use Searing Smite, or does Searing Smite only hit when it's the first? The next time you hit a creature,
Ooh.
so it's a bonus action.
This is
when
what
I
you're
hit,
fighting
so,
a dozen
alright.
of right now.
So the second axe is a 14.
That misses.
All right, that's it. I'm done. Oh wait, actually, I should have rolled because I was invisible with advantage, right, on my first attack.
I guess so.
So
But does the attack cancel the invisibility?
it will. So the first attack will
Okay.
get an advantage.
Yeah,
So
then
those
roll
both
roll
miss.
again for that one.
Right, and then that would be a 23 for one.
That does hit.
Okay. That is a 9 points of damage, and with a Searing Smite, he'll take an additional 6d6, which is 4. So that'll be 9, 13 points of damage total. And then he has to make a saving throw at the start of each of its turn.
To try and put out the flames.
Correct. Otherwise, he'll take an additional d6 damage.
All right. We are back to Gadgeton.
Cool.
With your robo-er.
Gadgeton is going to go ahead and center a sphere, 10-foot sphere on Suksa. Or what
Okay.
used to be Suksa.
10-foot sphere on Suksa.
Here's your.
Oh, thanks.
So 1, 2, 3.
Is this a lightning ability?
This is shatter.
This is a sphere of 10 feet. Oh, handy.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
including the one I already hit too,
9.
right?
Yes. So 9 of them are going to have to make con saves. I'm gonna borrow some d8s.
What is the number to beat?
That is a good 15.
Okay. So far, 1 of 3 has beaten it.
11.
Okay. 6 of 9 have succeeded.
So
Is that
they're
like a
going.
Borg?
Yes.
So 6 of them are going to take half of 13, and then the rest are going to take 13.
Got it.
And I am absolutely going to die this round. I mean, unless nobody hits me.
I'm gonna hit you.
Are you? Can you get around?
I don't have to.
Oh, that's true.
Alrighty. Oh, I am so sorry. I skipped the bird. I skipped Uranon.
Yes,
You
did,
should
asshole.
have gone. You should have gone before Gadgeton. I assume you're still trying to fly away, or
Yeah, I
have
feel-
the intelligence saves caused you to rethink your plan?
Can I turn around? Do I
You
have to
can.
keep
You have the
flying?
ability to turn around.
Great. I turn around and I create another familiar, a raven.
All right.
And shit. I'm not sure where it's created.
Anywhere within, I think it says 30 feet of you.
Right, I'm gonna create it 30 feet plus 90 feet of movement towards the group.
Great. Go
And
ahead and use the same mini. Just don't wanna
Where's
dig
my
out a
mini?
bird.
Where's
your tentacle dog?
Where's my
over there?
tentacle raven?
Yeah, it's a s-
So 30
there's a
feet.
flying horror squid.
How far? How far? Did I go?
He can have his own flight stand if you want.
Okay. Yeah. So horror squid makes it 30 plus 90 feet. I don't know how much that is. Is that 30 plus 90 feet?
It's not flat,
Um,
sometimes
ish.
the best.
Yeah, it's not, you can make it lower if you wish. You can take off one of the sections.
All right.
All right, so he gets there.
He gets there, and also, can I attempt to shoot my longbow
You may.
twice because I'm that person?
Is it an action or a bonus action to summon your familiar?
It is a bonus action.
Really? Okay, then yeah, go ahead and longbow it up.
We'll shoot twice something. What can I shoot twice? Can I shoot that dude twice?
You can.
Sure, let's do
You
it.
could even shoot him once and his friend once.
Wow.
If you kill him on the first
I'm
roll.
feeling crazy. All right, I'll shoot 2 different people.
Well, you're not going to kill him on the first shot.
I'm gonna try.
It isn't going to happen.
Don't ruin my life.
Yeah.
Unless you've got some Rambo exploding arrows.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we got them from the lab.
So much trouble with math.
20.
20 plus 8.
Oh, plus 8.
So
Oh,
14
you rolled an
plus
8. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's 8, 14 plus 8, 22. Sorry.
22 to hit the first one.
That's a hit.
18 to hit the second one.
Both hit.
Great.
Are you actually shooting 2 different ones, or are you going to shoot the same guy twice?
Same guy twice.
All right.
All right. Math. Is that 8?
That's a 10. There's 8.
Forgive my dyslexia.
No.
It's pretty intense. Okay, so 7. to hit. 7 damage to the first one. 6 plus 3 is
9.
9 damage to the second one.
So it's
Okay, so 16.
Yep, total.
Oh! Wait, no, I don't have Zephyr Strike anymore.
No.
No, that's ran out. Okay. So,
Okay.
that much damage.
Cool. All right. So, Suksa, I guess you're going to go ahead and control
Throwing
the...
a spear at. Oh, I don't have a spear.
No, whatever your weapons you had, you still have.
Okay. How does that? Okay. That's interesting.
It only changes the damage, basically.
Yeah.
Not that it matters.
and I'm no longer a caster now.
Correct. But you can, if you summoned your Pact Blade, you can still have that weapon.
I did not.
Even though it's no longer magical.
Never had a chance. I'm going to. I'm just gonna throw a dagger.
All right, throw it.
It's
It's the same one.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got my blood on it. Yeah, that doesn't hit.
Who are you throwing at?
Her.
Okay.
8 to hit. Right up the armor.
That just makes you mad,
And then I'm
as
gonna
most
go,
things do lately.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
growl and.
Wait,
Actually,
did you make the save as well?
what save?
You had to make a Constitution save.
Oh no, I didn't actually.
You should do that.
Using their stats.
Yes.
Dang it, I closed it. I'm sorry.
Start with their max hit points. Here, I'll just text you the block. You can keep it on your phone.
Yeah. I passed it.
It'll be easier.
They're like kind of alphabetical. It is alphabetical. So it should be right here. Wait. There it is. Okay. 14.
Nope. You take the full 13.
Cool.
Take 13 damage.
Doesn't seem to phase me that much.
All right, I just texted the stat block to your phone, so you don't need to mess with that book anymore.
I'll just leave it open now.
All right.
I was just trying to keep it close so it's a little more hidden.
All right. Wyatt Derp.
Wyatt Derp will unleash the aura of dread that he can exude and make every
well,
creature within 30 feet, who I want, so not Gadgeton. So basically all the beasts have to make a saving throw of wisdom, or they are frightened of me for a minute and have to move more than 30 feet.
That's useful.
So a DC of 14.
I failed 12. Right. I can't move closer to you, but I don't have to move away. Right?
You have the frightened trait, which...
I did. I moved my piece, but I didn't say it out loud. I did move closer. I did move up into your face. Because there was a clear avenue towards you.
We have 4 successes out of 11, right? There's 11 of them there. Oh, and you.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I'm frightened.
So they are all frightened, but they will not admit it.
Yeah, which means they have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls
Well,
while they're within line of sight of me.
That cancels out the advantage they all got.
Oh, jeez.
So everybody's normal again.
And they cannot willingly move
Except
closer
Gadgeton.
to the source of the fear.
You still have advantage. The source of the fear is you?
Yeah, so they can't move towards me.
Oh,
Oh.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
That might actually save your life.
How fun! That's a good one.
Maybe.
Have fun.
Because once I die, you're screwed.
No, they still can't come towards me for a minute. Or at least the four, all but the 4 that save.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Okay, Burb Lady.
That was my action.
You're none. You're up.
I've rolled 10 or less on every single wisdom
Nice.
save tonight, and I've made like 8 wisdom saves.
Is that the cause fear?
And then White Earp will
Derp will derp back.
You will get an opportunity attack from me.
Oh, am I within?
Yeah.
Oh, because you moved within 5 feet. Jackass.
Well, I'm gonna move.
Are you gonna move anyway, or just?
Sorry. No. I'll stay.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Rose.
I'm gonna move my little dude.
Oh, I won't. That's 2 male connectors. I won't.
Oh, there's a connector piece in the. It pulls right out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whatever. My dude is probably within reach of something and
Yep.
can attack. Pardon me while I okay, 1. Okay, so.
Pardon me while I burst.
Into
Roll based on my wisdom spell modifier.
I should just play a bard and just be like the worst bard ever.
Attack, but
I'll sing all my songs and everything.
Yes. Next time we have to do a one shot.
11 to hit.
Miss.
Miss.
A
Wow.
weird shadow octopus bird comes down and annoys one of the Ur.
tickles it with its tentacles.
All right, well, I'm
scratch
going
under
to
the chin.
take 2 more shots at the dude. I'm going to take 1 shot at that dude and then another shot at the other dude.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Are you staying outside of the temple?
I'm hanging out.
Yeah, you got a longbow. You don't have
Nice.
to come in at all.
All right. 26 to hit.
Hit.
25 to hit.
Both hit.
Great.
And those are 2 different dudes, you said?
2 different dudes. Which is the
Okay.
8 again?
There you go. Yeah, no worries. There you go.
Are you still your poison arrows too?
Oh, shit.
I forgot he had those.
Well, thank you for reminding me. Yes, I'll do them both poison. And
It's plus what? 3 to damage. So that's an 8,
8 for the first.
Your thinking face.
and then 5.
5 plus poison damage on both of those.
Okay. So 8 and 5?
Mhm.
And then the poison is going to actually just be a con save against the poison condition. One of them definitely passed, and the other one definitely passed. Sorry, they're Ermin.
Well, I tried.
You did try, and it was a good try.
It was a good try. I should have poisoned tentacled the raven wolf. What does a tentacle raven even look like?
Let's hope we never find out.
Eldritch horror.
Yes, an Eldritch Horror, exactly. Gadgeton, you somehow live.
Beep boop beep.
For now.
You are still a weird mutating robot thing, but you're not dead.
Yep. I'm still gonna do another shatter.
Look at this camera; it's becoming really cool. Like, I guess under the shoulder of
Yeah.
Uranon.
A bird's eye view.
So I'm gonna need you to do 8, and I'm gonna need you to do a con save as well.
There you go. Oh no!
15.
Yeah, I fell.
So you take 15.
Cool. I have yet to save a single time tonight for anything.
Jeez.
Right?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you missed every.
I
Yeah.
think I missed every single save.
And Carolynn's the character with the
I'm
9
sorry, I
wisdom.
gave you the creature or
What
character
do you
with like
like to
the
roll
worst
with
wisdom.
save?
What is it to beat?
15.
Okay, and this is a con save.
Yes.
Two of them have failed.
2 of them take the full 15, the rest take half.
Every time there's a slight shake, it shakes in front.
Trembling in fear. Or to represent the flapping of his wings, right? Attack of the 50-foot finger. Trapper Jenkins.
There's a lot going on back here. All right. Yeah. Well, they get hurt. What manner of ability was this?
This was thunder.
Thunder. All right. Yeah. Well, these are not big fans of thunder just yet. Ooh,
Almost.
That's gonna take a few centuries. Hey, Trappy's here.
Oh, yo.
Alrighty. Anything else for you?
No. I am definitely dead
Well,
next round.
they are all too scared. Well, 4 of them aren't. 4 of them are coming for Gadgeton.
Sure, which 4?
Pick them at random. I don't care.
Yeah, they can
Four in
all
the back, far away.
Well, they can all reach you. So it
Because
just
4 of
depends.
them passed their save against Wyatt Derp's.
So the
fear
4
ability.
farthest from you, because they were farther away.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense, yeah. So the 4 farthest from you are going to rush forward as far as they can get.
But as soon as they get within line of sight, they can't approach towards me.
So they're not.
No, these are the
interfered.
4 that passed.
The pass. Sorry, my bad.
The rest of them will all turn around to see the only other target that they can reach, which is the octopus bird.
Octopus bird.
That's a lot of dice to roll. They each get 3 attacks, so I'm just going to say the octopus
Yeah, the
bird
octopus
is
is
dead.
dead.
He's just dead.
Dead.
We're not going to sit here and do all that.
Wait, so these guys.
Dead octopus bird.
And they're eating the.
Yeah, so everyone except
some
those
chicken.
4 moves back, and those 4 move up. The rest of them all surround where the bird was.
At least I took a whole round.
Right. Saved us for.
Saved us another round.
You died in vain.
And then, of
Remember
course,
to
it
create
is
another
your
octopus
turn
bird.
next.
Me?
You're one of them now.
Yeah.
You also failed against the
Fright.
fear, didn't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm already up in his face as long as I don't run away, right?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to because I'm not using my hex blade. I only get 1 attack. No, I get multi-attack.
You have multi-attack now.
Yeah. It's so weird, like switching between the 2. Ooh, that is probably gonna hit. Non-natural 20.
Yeah, that hits.
This is my longsword, by the way. And the second one will be a 11.
That misses.
Probably the most advanced weapon of any
Yeah.
for centuries to come.
Ooh, I got the full 8 on the dice though. So that's just going to be a straight. Is it strength with this? So 12 damage.
All right.
And that is all. It's all she wrote.
Okay. Wyatt Derp.
All right. Trying to see the board without trying to tip it where I am.
You're here.
All right, and the 4 up front.
This is Matt,
Yeah.
these 2, and then.
Okay. I'm going to swing. Oh, I'm trying to take out a new weapon is because I threw my hand axes. Is that a
To draw
What?
1 is free.
Okay, so I'm going to draw the battle axe.
Okay.
I'm going to use
Which is convenient.
Thunderous Smite and hit Suksa.
I don't believe you've prepared Thunderous Smite.
Oh,
They're
do you have-
marked with a P. If
oh, I'm
prepared.
sorry. Oh, I missed that. I apologize.
No problem.
Oh, which I had used before. I didn't realize it. Apologize.
You used Searing Smite before.
And which was not prepared. Sorry.
Whatever. It was all mutation stuff.
Sorry. Yeah.
The thing stuff was weird. There was madness.
Yeah. No worries. I missed that. Never mind. Then I have Inflict Wounds, Hellish Rebuke. What's the other one? Crown of Thorns or Darkness. I'm going to cast Darkness then,
Okay.
which is in a 15-foot sphere.
Here you go.
And I'm going to angle it where it covers basically everyone.
Except for us 2.
Yeah. There we go. That should get all of them. Yep. They're all surrounded in darkness.
Cool.
And then I am going to to disengage. I can't disengage. It's not an action, but I will withdraw. So he'll get an attack of opportunity as I back up.
Go ahead. Your opportunity attack.
Boo!
You're now blind, so I don't know if that gives him disadvantage or not, or...
Well, the blindness... Yeah, I think he has disadvantage now. Well, no.
Because you had advantage with it, how...
It can't, so it's just canceled. It's just a
canceled.
normal
Yeah, you
roll.
can't do...
Okay, great. 17 to hit.
That misses.
You know it doesn't. Don't lie.
Yeah. Someone gave him an 18 armor class. And I will proceed to go back. Doesn't have movement. 30 feet back.
That way?
Yeah, that way. Signaling it, and I'll kind of beckon Gadget him to follow.
Yeah.
That's my turn. I'm hoping maybe they attack each other in the dark.
Right.
Well, as we reach the top of the round, our old friend Necron reappears from around the far corner.
Far corner. Far corner.
And he says, "Well, I think this little experiment has just about run its course." And he raises a hand like this, and I need to borrow another D6 from someone.
Oh no, there you go.
You should grab the machine and put the god on
Don't
it.
use mine. They're rolling terribly. Thing.
Everyone make a, well, not you,
Oh.
but the three of you all make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
You guys should put...
Straight up.
You do not get the +3 from me.
But why not? Just because I beat you before?
Yeah.
Gosh. I'm gonna lose every save on this entire game.
Is that
But
what
you won
wisdom?
initiative with a 20.
I
What?
should have given
But you
you
won
high
initiative
wisdom.
with a 20.
Right. Yeah.
I gave you terrible wisdom.
I rolled a 24.
Well, this is Constitution,
Oh.
Okay.
right?
And you?
Non-natural 20.
And you?
12.
Okay, you are going to take 37 necrotic damage
Yeah, that's something.
as a huge sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius, hitting all three of you and all of the ermine. The other two of you both passed, so you are going to take 19 necrotic
I'm
damage.
down.
Okay. You're down. You're already turned evil. What about you?
I'm at 31 hit points.
Cool. Bird
the
Lady. Bird Lady, you are more or less outside of this at this point. What are you going to do?
Can I shoot the wizard?
You cannot.
away with
The
that.
open area is the courtyard. He's in the hallway, which is indoors. It's still like part of a cave.
This is your only access to freedom is within these walls.
Well, and she went past that way, and
Oh,
that
that
is
goes
also
out?
outside.
Okay, yeah.
But where you guys are, it goes underground.
I make another raven because it's a bonus action, and I
Cool.
got nothing else to do. So 30 feet plus 90 feet of distance from me.
Yeah, he can be right back where the first one appeared. Yeah.
Great.
We'll pretend
Great.
it's fine.
I also cast Zephyr Strike on myself, but I think that's my action.
Yeah. Actually, Zephyr Strike's a bonus action, so
Okay,
you
well-
can't actually do it.
I can't. Okay.
You can attack.
Well,
you can use your
cool.
longbow.
Then can I shoot the ermine, any ermine
Yeah, you can.
with a longbow? Great. I'm gonna do that because
They're all shrouded in darkness still, right?
shooting into the group of ermine.
Alrighty.
I did something.
Are they all
Okay.
still standing after the...
Oddly enough, yes.
Wow.
Non-natural.
Yeah, no,
20
you guys
to hit.
are.
No, I've watched a number of Steve's one-shots. I've gotten that sense.
Yeah.
That just would not be a happy
14
ending.
to hit the second time.
Sometimes people get away.
Right.
So you hit someone.
The first one hit.
Great.
I think the first one I watched was when Alan got away on a boat. When you guys attacked the Mind Flayer boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naval warfare,
Yeah.
but on a boat.
That
I
was
don't
the
know, man.
second time
11
one of us got away.
damage.
Nice.
The first time was
11 damage to 2 of them. You have killed 2 of them.
Great.
Go ahead and pick up 2 of those minis, please. The 2 closest to her. Yeah. Gadgeton, you're
dead.
making a
Down.
death save. Yeah. All right.
Currently, as a player, I'm dying.
Aren't
Especially
we
knowing
all?
that I've got to get up in less than 8 hours.
I'm doing my best here.
You get 8 hours?
I brought Necron back. What do you want from me?
No, 'cause I have
Dude
to
did 37
drive
damage
an
in one
hour
blow.
and a half home.
So a lot of those Ermin are, I guess, the 4 that are still not afraid are going to come after Gadgeton, and one of them now attacks her, which is an automatic hit and an automatic crit.
Well, no, because they're back there. So 2 of the 4 died. Because the ones who were not feared were all in the back.
Okay.
And they're in
So those are the 2 that die. Yeah, okay. I'll buy that.
May I?
And-
So 2 of them come up.
Well, no, they don't.
What do you
They're
mean? no, they-
blocked by like the rest of them.
Well,
True.
can I ruin your life? No, I'm not gonna ruin
Stop
Well, it
ruining
doesn't
people's
matter.
lives.
I
Ruin
guess that's
lives.
valid. They can't reach you. But the thing is, the rest of them are all running the other direction. So as soon as that's
Sort
done, they
of.
can reach you.
They attack each other in the dark.
Yeah, the rest of them are running towards the bird because they need to kill something, and they're too afraid to admit that they won't run that direction. So
Yeah, we're not running away from.
so they're all going 40 feet towards the bird, and the remaining 2 are gonna then have a clear shot to come at you.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then I don't really know what Snake Ape over here is gonna do.
Snake cake.
Well, hold
where
on.
I
They're
am.
still gonna make their attack. So one of them's definitely gonna hit you. It's gonna be a full round of attacks. So yeah, but the first one kills you because it counts as 2 failed death saves, and you already failed the previous death save that I rolled for you.
Excellent.
So Gadgeton has gone to meet
Welcome
her
to the living
maker.
and the dead, the land of the dead, land of the.
Which
Correct.
is herself.
Actually, probably not, because the dwarves and gnomes and so forth are all dead at this point in the timeline. So
If only I had my body, I could have just flown out from the beginning.
your maker no longer exists in any dimension. But that's them. The bird is gone again. I mean, we can sit here and roll 3 attacks per if you want.
You
but-
summoned
All
them
right,
back.
I should just stop bothering with this one.
yeah, the bird is gone.
It's just a waste of my rolls. All right, I learned.
I don't know what else you could do with your bonus action. It's not necessarily
I
a
can
waste.
cast Zephyr Strike next time with my.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. And then now it is Snake Ape's turn.
Snape.
Well, she's already dead, and that's the only person I could have gone towards. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna head towards the bird.
All right. Well, the bird is already gone.
Bird's gone. So.
We got the flying bird person over there.
Okay. So at this
I'm
point,
just gonna go to idle then.
it is going to be Wyatt Derp's turn.
Derp.
All right, and so Necron is blocking. He's
Yeah, he's just come around the corner. It looks from here like you're maybe 4 or 5 squares from him. 20, 25 feet.
what can I do? What can I do to him? Not
3.5.
much.
Yeah, 4. 3.5, 4.
Is- Sorry, I'm not familiar with the spell, so I'm trying to figure out what I can do. Not much. Don't think Crown of Madness will do much to him. Crown of Madness. Yeah, I'm gonna use Crown of Madness
on him, so he has to make a wisdom saving throw or become charmed.
He has passed.
All right, and then I'm just gonna run.
Which way?
Uh,
Towards him or towards the or back into prison?
I'm towards him.
Okay.
Go run past him.
All right. So the thing is, he has a reaction.
Uh-oh.
Just a moment. I'm looking up the spell. No, you know what? It won't work right now.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go whatever your speed is towards or past Necron.
I think Furbolg's 30 feet, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then it becomes his turn. At which point he will.
Give you a hug.
Well, you're like 10 feet past him.
He will turn to you and. Oh gosh, what happened to the spell I just had up?
Okay. You're
Dang it. Sorry, guys.
No.
Yep.
Ah, yes. Okay, so he is going to point a finger at you as you go past, and a green ray will spring out. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dive, dodge. All right. +4. 14.
You have failed.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
So let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 10, 14, 20, 23, 26, 29, 31, 35, 37 force damage.
Oh!
You're still standing.
37? No, I'm down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you were at 38.
At 31.
Well, the target is disintegrated if this damage leaves it with 0 hit points.
Great.
I'm like trying to dodge and
You're just gone.
Okay, Wyatt Derp is disintegrated.
You don't get any
Gadgeton,
saving throws for that?
Gadgeton is, he did, he failed a saving throw. Gadgeton is dismembered. Suksa at Zeal is turned into an Urman.
Living my best life now.
Uranon,
he's a company man.
Yeah.
it's just you and you're outside. What will you do?
I'm leaving.
Well,
You're so
because all of the people to whom you had a psychic tether are gone,
Okay, so I'm dead.
you are able to fly away without experiencing any more psychic damage. You would have been able to do that since he turned. You just hadn't tried since then.
All right, I'm leaving.
Yeah, you fly away with no problem.
I fly away and start a new life, really confused about my identity.
You come to find, as you live out the rest of your days, that everyone you meet everywhere is a human, and most of them are afraid of you because you are this weird bird monster. There are no other people like yourself that you meet ever, your whole life. You are forced out of towns and have to live in the wilderness on your own until one day, eventually, from causes unknown, you will succumb as all living creatures do.
Great. Sounds great.
Yeah, you live the rest of your life alone. The rest of you are dead.
I beg to differ.
I mean,
wanted to join
Necron's
them
still
from the
casting spells.
beginning.
Necron's still casting spells. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
See if I win this one. No.
Nope.
God.
What'd you get?
Dex. like less than 8.
Okay, so some of the Ermin who are with you managed to go that way and get out of the courtyard and out onto the soon-to-be untamed steps, and you are not one of them.
Yep.
You're
Cards
dead.
back.
Necron kills you. All right, guys, thanks for playing in the Birth of story.
Nice.
You
Half my
guys
lid back.
died spectacularly, and I appreciate it.
Nice.
Sometime next month, week 2 or 3 of, no, I guess it's not next month, but week 2 or 3 of September, we should be back with episode 71, finally.
Ooh.
A few more weeks. Next
The main
week,
campaign still exists.
yeah, I know, right?
You guys run a campaign.
Okay. Yeah. Next week, if Matt's here, Joshua should be back, so we can finally do part 2 of the playtest next week.
Ooh.
Unless one of you guys is going away. I don't like that.
No,
can't
I
tell
just
you for
don't
sure.
know what the plate is.
Remember when you guys played the subclasses that I
You were
wrote?
a Broxial
You were a warlock.
Yes,
You were a warlock
yes.
of Broxial. Yeah. We left off in the middle of that because it had been delayed a week and it ended up running into Joshua's vacation. But yeah, so we should be back next week with that, and then I believe you have something the week after, or sometime in August. Matt has something, and Sarah as well sometime in August. So we've got a full plate coming up, and of course on Monday we're doing the Green Knight. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to go back to this thing so we can see each other's faces on there, and we'll catch you next time.
Awesome.
Peace.
Yeah.